Ready.
All right. Well, welcome to the Hag's Hut for Dragonbane. Let me pull up my notes really quickly. We'll get us going here. The humble home is cold and empty. I'm going to post a picture here. The poor villagers, Wallum and Igfried, are beset with grief. They produce a small pouch from under a floorboard near the hearth. Take it, please. It's all we have. Bring back our dear daughter, Rena. She has been gone 3 days now, and our hearts can scarcely bear the pain of her absence. We just knows it's that old hag in the swamp. She lures the young ones out and eats them. Please, bring her home. And you find yourselves wading through the eerie expanse of the haunted marsh. Let me take us to the haunted marsh as you go on this quest. So I'm going to pull us all to a map here. Let me pull out some tokens, and I'll show you where we are starting. So we've got Aiden, Baston, Makander, Prasenna, and Phineas. Wading through the eerie expanse of the haunted marsh, you arrive at a bank where a solitary torch flickers beside a modest wharf. There stands an ancient shack, its age evident in every weathered board. Adjacent to it, a small fenced-off space encompasses a thatched shed with a well sitting at its heart. Scattered around the perimeter, a collection of foreboding scarecrows loom over the area. So you can now move your tokens. You can use the arrow keys, or you can left-click and drag and move them to wherever you would like your tokens to go and explore. Makander, give me an awareness roll, please. So that is a failure. Do you want to push that awareness roll, or do you want to just take the failure on that?
What do you mean by push? I'll probably just...
So if you push it, you'll take a condition. Otherwise, and then you would get a chance to re-roll. Otherwise, you could just say, no, I don't pass.
You rolled pretty low, which is a bad sign.
Yeah, and still didn't pass. So
Yeah, rolled a 6. Isn't low good?
Low's good, but what is your awareness skill?
You're probably right. I don't know.
Us animalkin aren't very smarticles.
Especially not this duck.
This is...
Maybe Baston. Give me an awareness roll.
Oh, you want the other bad int player to...
Thanks.
Well, I roll absolutely terrible.
Do you want to push that roll?
There's no way I'm going to push
that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't push that one. Chrisanna, as you are looking at this house, it is very run down from the outside. There's boards that are loose. You can see little holes in the roof. The windows are covered in a film of grease and smoke. It looks very dilapidated from here. There is a door. You can see the front door is right here. Makander, you can see that there are some windows. There's a window here where I'm pinging on the map, and there's one further to the north. 2 windows on the side of the house there. And those windows just look like they're begrimed with grease and smoke from countless fires in the house that have simmered away over the years that this has been here.
I don't think I have distinctly a scent ability. Can I smell any blood or anything?
Yeah. So that would be another awareness roll. That would count for that.
Oh, great.
but you're welcome to make one. And since you are being specific about what you're rolling, I'll give you a boon on that if you're specifically looking for blood.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah!
We'll take the 2. So you do smell blood, and it's on this scarecrow. And as you look at it, you notice that it's different from a normal scarecrow. Normally, it would be, old clothes on there. These are kind of nicer clothes, and they're child's clothes. You see a small pair of trousers and a much loved, well-stitched shirt on this scarecrow. You can see further off in the yard there's another scarecrow that is wearing a girl's dress.
Gaston does not like these scarecrows. This one has kids' clothes on. Me wonder if Reina is one of them.
We didn't ask if there was what clothes she was wearing before we left the humble hut.
We would assume
We didn't.
We would assume that you did. You would have had those conversations, and she would have been wearing a summer dress. And Rena was roughly 12, 13 years old. The dress you see on the scarecrow, kind of to the northeast, it looks like a dress for a slightly older girl, maybe 15 or 16, unless Rena was exceptionally tall. It does not look like a dress that would have fit Rena.
Past victim.
Too many children's lives.
Aoden, give me a Myths and Legends roll. You know that scarecrows are commonly put out to frighten off crows and other birds. These are small, almost childlike, and something just seems off about them. The look of them, these are not just, bits of straw stuffed in the clothes, but these have some sort of internal skeleton of sticks. Someone has gone to great care to ensure that these skeletons are anatomically correct, for lack of a better word. And as you realize this, the skeleton twitches and begins to move. And these skeletons now become visible as tokens. And this is the part where we would roll for initiative. What I'm going to do is drag everyone into a combat. In Dragonbane, rather than rolling for initiative, you actually you draw a card. And so if we go to up by the chat bar, there's 2 little crossed swords. There's an icon for that. And you will see your name along with like a hand of cards. If you click on the hand of cards next to your name, it will draw an initiative card for you. And 1 is low and goes first, and 10 is highest. So if Mikander and Chrisanna can draw a card, or alternatively I can draw it for you. I'll go ahead and draw for Mikander. There we go. And we will start combat. So, Aoden, you go first. You drew number 1. Now, you, in any round of combat, you get... Oh, yeah, let me give you the hand. You get 1 action, and you can use that action... Let me just pause the game real quick. You can use that action to move and then do something else. And that can be either another move, like a double move, or it can be an attack, like a spell or using your staff or something like that. You can also swap your initiative. You can say, I don't want to go first. I want someone else to go first. And you can trade with someone else. As long as you can see them or hear them, you would be able to trade with them. Let me get Chrisanna's undead hand in the combat here. There we go. So do you want to take an action, or do you want to trade with someone else?
I know exactly what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
By the gods, this thing is a creature of magic. And back. I suspect it is vulnerable to fire. Casting fireballs.
Excellent. So, if you want to target this creature, you can. You can click on the skeleton and then push the T, and it will put a little targeting bracket on them.
Let's see. Click, push T.
Yep. There. Let's see. You don't have to hold it down. You just click on that token and then hit T. I think will work.
Oh, on the keyboard.
Yeah,
I gotta keep on my lights. Okay, it bordered it in red with little arrows.
Perfect. Then that is now targeted for you, so you can go ahead and roll your fireball spell.
Okay. Oh yes.
Ooh. So that is a success. So go ahead and roll damage. 7. And indeed, you are correct. This will take double damage from that fireball. So I will go ahead and deal double damage to him. And that was enough to finish him off. And blood just sprays out of his body as that happens. Now you
much
can,
of a skeleton.
You can move if you like. Your movement, it's listed on your character sheet, kind of on the right-hand side, below your damage bonuses. You can move 8, which is 8 meters. That's 4 squares. So if you want to move up to 4 squares, you can. And then we will go to Phineas. And let me get some combat music going here.
Yes, well, I will, seeing the scarecrows in the yard, measure... Yes, I will, cast a fireball at this scarecrow.
Excellent. Yeah, the undead hand finds it strange that blood came out of a scarecrow. Do you want to push that roll?
Yes, I think perhaps I'm a bit disheartened at seeing these scarecrows come alive, and perhaps our quest is already at a loss.
So then Phineas will click disheartened, and then it will re-roll for him. And that's a success. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. And it takes double from that fireball, so we deal double damage. You guys are going to make short work of these. The undead hand's turn, and you can move likewise, Phineas, if you like.
Yes, I think
I want to
like
switch with the hand.
Okay.
Baston, do you want to go?
Yeah, let me swap with Baston.
Heck yeah.
Swap initiative. Baston Bloodjaw. There we go. Now it is Baston's turn.
So I have 14 movement.
So 7 squares, and diagonal counts as 1.
I think I can kind of get in between this house here.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, and 6. Then maybe I could throw a long spear at him.
So a long spear you cannot throw, but you have a short spear. That can be thrown.
Okay.
So
I'm a little too far away for anything else, so I think I'll try and just throw it at him.
Yeah, so if you want to target him, if you click on that token and then push T on the keyboard, it should put a little brackets on him, say that he's targeted. Yep, there you go. And then go ahead and click on your short spear.
Oh, throw. Look at that. Well, that sucks.
Do you want to push that?
I feel like I'm really good at throwing. So maybe I am just so sickly from all of the blood that's coming out of these skeleton corpses.
You did not expect to see that blood. And you were specifically sniffing for blood, and you recognize that is child's blood. So go ahead and,
let's try that.
And you got a
There
dragon.
we go.
So a dragon. This is a critical success. So not only will that check your box for an improvement roll at the end of the adventure, But right now, this can either do double weapon damage or it can negate armor. And so this
I
Scarecrow,
think I might just double it.
yeah, likely does not have armor. So you can go ahead and click roll damage on there.
Big damage. Heck yeah.
Now, your short spear is not magical, and so it only takes half damage from a non-magical weapon. So I'm going to give it half damage. But that is not quite enough to finish it off. He's got just a few hit points left. We go
There's
to
one more in the yard.
the Scarecrow. And he's going to double move. He can get to there. Perfect. Chrisanna.
From the corner here, do I have a shot with the crossbow?
Yes. So you can shoot through allies, but enemies will block your line of sight.
Okay.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage. And that is a non-magical crossbow, so it'll take half damage, but I think that will be enough. Oh, nope. He's got two hit points left.
Oh no.
Makander, your turn.
Makander, running headlong into battle here. Let's see, how am I moving?
You can use the arrow keys, or you can drag your token to wherever you want to move. Makander's movement rate is, what is it? Is it 10 or 12?
I swear it is.
Your movement rate is 8, so 4 squares. And if you want to double move, you can move an additional 4, and that would be your action.
We'll just double move. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that many, or is that right?
Yeah, so
That works.
total of 8. And then the undead hand. I assumed you stayed with Chrisanna.
Yeah, it's just gonna pass.
Gonna hang out? Okay. So we go to the next round, it will automatically draw the initiative cards.
Man, what is this bad luck?
Alright. So
I mean, the Scarecrow goes
Scarecrow
first,
goes
or
first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, he can make it to Baston. Now the Scarecrow.
Get away from me, you unsightly creature.
The Scarecrow. Combat right here. So this creature in Dragonbane, you've got two types of creatures. You have monsters and non-monsters, and this is a monster. So a monster always hits in combat. You have a chance to parry if it's attacking with a weapon, or to evade, to dodge. That takes up your action. So there's an economy where you have to decide, well, do I want to take this hit, or do I want to try to avoid taking this hit? And right now the monster is going to attack Baston. And there's a random table. Just roll on the random table. A claw swipe. The Scarecrow swipes its claws at Baston for 2d6 slashing damage. Now, in this round, Baston has not gone yet. So if Baston wants to try to evade, you can. I'll leave that up to you.
Pretty low on the totem pole. I think my party members will take care of him, so I can go ahead and try and evade.
Okay, so give me an evade roll.
Is that under skills?
Yep.
Pretty good at this. Says before I roll a demon.
Well, the good news is, again, you'll get a chance to try to improve that. So you do take the hit. Oh, that's not
All right,
bad.
good. He rolled low.
He rolled low, so I'm going to apply this to you. So it was 3 damage, but you have some armor. I think you have leather armor on.
I have studded leather.
Studded leather. So that absorbs 2 points of that. So you only took 1
neat.
point of damage. So armor does not make you harder to hit. It simply absorbs damage. So
Does the armor take damage?
The armor, there's an optional rule where it can, but I don't typically enforce that.
Okay.
If you parry with a weapon, the weapon can take damage, and if the damage exceeds its durability, your weapon breaks, and then you have to repair it before you can use it again. Makander, your turn. You can get up there and attack him.
Why can't I drag? That's why I was dragging earlier, and now it's not working, but... Let's see. I can arrow. I don't know what... So I can't move diagonally then. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And attack.
Yep.
I will...
So if you want to target him,
Hello.
you can click on the token and push T, and it will target him. You don't have to, but it makes it easier when we get into like a bigger battle if things are targeted.
I will flash with my battle axe.
Perfect. That is
that a hit?
Go ahead and roll damage.
Five points of damage.
And since it's not magical, he will take half, but that will be... Hang on. What happened there? There we go. Let me assign that damage. And the battle is over. So I'm going to take us out of initiative order. We have finished this first combat. Hopefully you got a feel for how it works in Dragonbane, how the actions work. Battle's over. Let me stop the battle music, and you'll be able to go and explore a little more.
Good job, Makander. I owe you an ale after.
Best on me. Came in and saved you there. Thought you were a goner there for a moment.
The smell of these children are driving me insane. I'm gonna apply some perfume.
Nice.
Just below the upper lip.
Yep.
Let me have Phineas give me a spot hidden roll. Nice. So you, as you look at these remains, you notice that these bodies, once they are dead, the straw turns into muscle tissue and nerve tissue, and those sticks turn into bones. These are the bodies of children. But you notice one thing is predominantly absent, and that is a heart. The heart has been removed from these children.
Yes,
Maybe
they seem to be some sort of resurrected creature. Definitely the spellcaster we're dealing with here is of high renown.
Drag herself. These creatures are malevolent. Built, created
Shall
with
we bring
malevolent
them?
magic.
Shall we bring their bodies back to their loved ones?
I don't
You
know
don't
if
want
there's
to
much
carry
left.
these bodies.
If one of my pups were killed like this, I would go on a rampage.
Well, then let us avenge the deaths of these young'uns.
Rosanna, do you try the door? Do you want to search for traps first, or you just... just going at it.
Definitely
That's
searching
a
for
hint.
traps.
If you want to search for traps, give me. Yep, there we go. You do not see any traps around the edge of this door, the frame, but it is locked. You can try to pick that lock. That's going to be a sleight of hand roll. I believe you have lock picks. So, yep. Roll. Excellent. Yep, easily pop that door open. And I'm going to change our map as the door opens. Let me pull some tokens out here.
What could I say? I've gotten my spear back.
Yes, yep, you would have gone and recovered your spear. Absolutely. Sorry, let me just grab these tokens real quick.
When does an affliction go away? Is that a short rest or a long rest?
Yeah, so there's what's called a round rest, and in a round rest you rest for essentially a round, and you can recover 1 die 6 willpower points, and you can do that once per basically 8 hours. That would be like your kind of a short rest. And then you can do what's called a stretch rest, which is it takes about 15 minutes to do the stretch rest, and when you have done the stretch rest, you recover 1 die 6 hit points, 1 die 6 willpower points, and you get to remove 1 condition.
Okay.
There, you should all be. I think I've got everybody on there.
Looks like the fog of war.
Let me get that door open.
Help me out, Brandon. Why can't I move? Why can't I drag and move? What did I click on?
I'm not sure what you like. You can't drag the whole map.
I can right click and drag. I can't left click and drag on my character. I'm wondering if I hit toggle to target state.
One sec. I gotta move Chrisanna off the door. I can't unlock it with her right there. Sorry, let me get that unlocked. There we go.
Can you reset
If
me
you
or
hold
something?
your mouse button down, it just
Yeah.
pings the map. So move, like, click on your guy and drag him pretty quickly. You don't want to hold the button. You want to drag pretty quick.
What am I doing? No, I didn't do that. That's not me. Whoever's moving it, it's not me.
Yeah, I'm also having a hard time moving mine.
Wonder if I did. I feels like I hit something.
Okay, there it goes. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, mine's working.
And now you should all be able to see inside the room.
Yes.
You find yourselves in a cozy living area with a central table. To the west, a fireplace crackles against the wall, casting a warm glow throughout the room. On the eastern side, a door leads away. The room is further adorned with barrels and a shelf housing various items. A trap door can be seen in one corner, and another door leads off to the north.
All right, Brandon, just to help it out,
Yeah.
like I was able to right click on my character enough or something, and it was able to reload the application. So that was, and now it's all working.
Now
So
it's
I
working
don't
for
know
you?
what I did,
Okay.
but yeah. So in the future, if somebody
If that happens, yeah, I've never had that.
happens,
Chrisanna, give me an awareness roll, would you please? You notice that the inside of the house is much nicer than the outside. From the outside, this looked like a shack, an abandoned home in the woods. But from the inside, this is cozy and comfortable and quite clean. Clearly, there's some sort of magic at work that keeps this inside fine and the outside looking rough and terrible. Baston, you can see that there is a locked door right there. There's a locked door near Aedan as well, and there's a trap door on the floor up by Baston.
Perhaps we should check the above ground first. Grisana, this one is locked. Do your magic.
You want to go pick that lock, Grisana, up to the north?
I'll give it a shot.
I mean, you are Krisana the Bold.
But bold is in quotes. So.
Exactly. I think it's the opposite, right? Is that?
Let me pop that lock open. There we go. Door is open.
I'll step back and gesture magnanimously.
Seems to be a bedroom.
Yes, indeed. The door creaks open to reveal a small bedroom. Against the northwestern wall lies a bed. Beside it sits a chest. A large brown bear rug occupies the center of the room. Against the northeastern wall stands a bookcase brimming with tomes. South of the bookcase, a small desk and chair are positioned, with a single closed book atop the desk, alongside a mug.
I'd like to inspect the tomes.
Yeah, give me a languages roll. Do you want to push that?
These are in a language I do not recognize.
Well, give me a spot hidden roll, if you like. Maybe there's a book with pictures.
Perhaps a pop-up book.
Ah.
Yes,
So-
Baston liked that one.
There are a number of books on various topics, and you can find a subject that interests you, and this will allow you to have an advancement check on one of your skills. You find there's a book on beast lore, a book on bushcraft, a book on crafting, and a book on healing. If there's one of those that...
What's bushcraft? Is that like a survival?
Yeah, that'd be like wilderness survival, finding food, foraging, things like that, or following trails, whatnot.
Yeah. There's a book on anatomy that looks very interesting. Different healing techniques I've never seen.
So on your character sheet, I'm going to go to where it says healing on your skills, and I'm going to check that box for advancement. So you'll get a free advancement roll at the end of the session to try and improve your healing.
Well, much thanks.
Would anyone like the beast lore, or the, what was it, a bushcraft book? Beast lore, bushcraft, and crafting are the three that are remaining. Very well.
Crafting. I think I'll do crafting. I'm interested in.
I'll give Prasanna the beast lore, and then crafting for Makander.
Yeah.
Let me get that for you.
Could improve my.
And so crafting would be
Blacksmith.
useful for trying to repair like a damaged weapon or things like that. So it would definitely be useful for you. So let me check your crafting box. And free advancement rolls are always good. Now, Baston, give me an awareness roll. Phineas wants bushcraft. Oh, yeah, we're actually not going to roll that advancement roll yet.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That will be at the end of the session. But let me adjust that for you real quick.
You can edit, right? How do I do that? No.
7. I got it. I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So Baston's awareness succeeded. You hear a sound coming from under the bed. It sounds almost like a little rat scurrying down in there.
Hmm. I hear something. I'm just gonna, like, lift up the bed.
As you lift up the bed, you see two little dolls. Let me get them visible, and then I'm going to post a picture of them.
Goodness.
This little doll here is holding scissors. And you see her little porcelain face. You hear the little crack as the face erupts into a smile, and they attack. Let me drag
Oh,
this all into
thanks. I hate it.
Let me get this in here. Let me shuffle the initiative deck. Perfect. If you guys want to draw an initiative card, you can from the combat screen. The other doll has a hook and a knife in her hand. There we go. Let me get some combat music going here. Makander, you are first.
Mikander, hearing the squill of Thon as he is attacked by a porcelain doll, will run to the door and enter into the room.
Okay.
I actually have not seen the room, or it's in a fog of war for me. As I run into the room, and I see Baston jumping back in fear. I will target the undead doll with scissors and slash with my battle axe, attempting to take off the poor doll's head. Oh no.
Go ahead and roll the on the chat bar. There's a little mishap.
Mishap? Okay.
You tossed your weapon. Let's see how many meters.
It says
1d3
3.
plus 3. Let me roll it.
Wow,
6.
you freaking
Makes 6 meters.
baseball through that.
Yeah. So your axe ends up like over here in the corner of the room, stuck in the wall.
Very nice.
The doll with scissors looks at you with a little devilish grin, and knowing that you should never run with scissors, it disobeys that and decides to go after Makander. The doll does something terrifying, such as its head rotates completely around while saying, "Mommy, Mommy," and stares directly into your eyes while screaming. Everyone within 10 meters, which is everyone, must make a fear attack. So this is a will roll. So that's one of your attributes. You will roll will, and if you fail, then you will have to face a fear attack. So Phineas succeeded on the will roll.
Where do you find those?
So on your character sheet, it's up at the top. It's one of your main attributes, like strength, constitution. Prasanna passed.
Oh, there's the will.
Baston did not. Does Baston want to push that will roll?
I already have a 1. I'm just
One-
going
one
to take
condition?
it.
Okay. And
Mikander redeeming
Nice.
himself
With
after
a
throwing
dragon.
the axe.
So it is just Baston. Let me roll on the fear table. Table for everything on here.
It was Baston's shrinking fear that it caused me to throw my axe.
So, this is like the worst one. So, Baston, your face turns white as a sheet. You and all characters within 10 meters inside of you become scared. So, everyone will become scared. So, that's a condition. So, on your character sheet, if you open
Oh
it up,
no.
You will below will, you'll check the little box that says scared. So now everyone will have a Bane on any roll that involves will.
Well, that's great.
Baston, your
So
turn.
sorry, where do I check that box?
So it's
Under
under
will?
Yeah, there's a little like a diamond, and when you check it, it turns red. It says scared.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Thank you.
Baston, your turn, and then Phineas.
Baston is not scared of dolls. Of course
As his
not.
face turns pale.
And then I'm just gonna spear this doll. I'm gonna do the hook and knife one.
Okay.
There it is.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
And damage.
Nice. Apply that damage here. The doll is clinging to undead life, but it still stands. Now, Baston, if you move, you can move away, but you'll have to make an evade roll to move, or they get a free attack on you, or you can stand your ground.
I think I'm just gonna stand my ground.
Okay.
Screw these dolls.
Right? Phineas, your turn.
I guess I will cast a fireball at one of the dolls and hope that it doesn't ignite the bed sheets.
You know that it does ignite flammables, so we'll see what happens. Do you want to push that roll?
No, I don't think I will.
Okay, so you'll still lose the willpower, but your spell just does not go off. The undead hand that's on the kitchen table. The hook and knife doll. Let's see what its attack is. So monsters never do the same attack twice, so I'm going to re-roll that one, because we just had that attack. Stabby stab. The doll attacks the nearest player with both its hook and knife for 2d4 piercing plus 1d8 piercing damage. The attack can be parried. It's going to
That's
go...
a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. I'll say 1-2 Baston, 3-4 Makander. We'll roll a 4-sided die.
Stone.
Baston. You have already taken your action, so you cannot dodge or parry this.
Nearly max.
Alright, let me apply this damage to you. You'll at least block some of it with because of your armor. So that's going to be... So that'll be 6 damage there.
Baston is bleeding quite heavily.
Chris Santa, your turn. Ooh, do you want to push that?
Nah.
Okay. Aoden, your turn.
Aoden. Since the spells are in meters, how many meters in a
2.
square on the map?
2 meters per square.
2? Okay. So this is a. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading it now. It's 1 meter wide. So if something's 1 meter wide, do I get both of the dolls or one of the dolls?
You would get one of the dolls because they are smaller
Okay.
in size.
Okay, Aodin raises his hands, brings them together, and raises them up as a stone column erupts from the ground, slamming the dolls upwards against the bed and smashes it against the ceiling.
Oh,
I'm
excellent.
casting Pillar.
Is this on the scissor doll or the hook and knife doll?
Whichever one is damaged.
Hook and knife.
Okay. So I'm going to roll. Ah, ye God. I will definitely push. I'm angry. Come on, magic. Hey, do it again.
Oh, Aodin. Destroy
Nice.
them.
So that will do 2d6 bludgeoning damage as it gets crushed up into the ceiling. And that was on the one that was already wounded.
Yes.
It gets just obliterated. That porcelain skull fractures, and you see pieces of it cascading down around that magical stone pillar. That is the end of the round. We go to round 2. And up first is Baston.
I can get my revenge now. Another long spear attack.
Sweet.
Yes. Destroy them. Heck yeah, look at that. Big damage.
Nice. That may be enough to do it. Sign damage. Nice. That is enough. That ends the combat.
Baston will not be humiliated by mere dolls.
Baston has a decent wound. You're just a little bit above the halfway point. Oh yeah, do you urinate on,
Yes.
on the dolls?
Yes, it's my territory. Goodness.
In fact,
Except it's like with perfume.
nice. You spray, or is that the perfume that you put on you?
Yeah.
Oh, gross. It was some French wolf's pee.
Might I instigate some healing and see if I can suture your wounds?
So to heal from those hit points, there is a magic spell called Treat Wounds, which I don't believe anyone here has. You could do that stretch rest where you rest for about 15 minutes. You will recover hit points, willpower points, and you can remove one condition. And not everyone has to do that if they don't want to do it, but if Baston wanted to, everyone else could search the place for 15 minutes, maybe find some other things. Otherwise, I don't think, unless someone has a healing potion or something that will heal, which I think Chris
It looks like the healing skill is used to get fallen companions back on their feet,
Yep, absolutely.
or even save their lives.
So if he
but not
drops to
for
0,
healing.
that would prevent him
Yes.
from making death saving throws.
So the healing is not like a medicine check.
Right.
You are on your own. You should not get stabbed in the first place.
Stan, you
All right.
redeemed yourself from
I
being scared
appreciate it.
initially. I retrieved my axe that I got scared and threw it into the wall. Mikander is hungry, and I think I saw a kitchen over here.
Yeah, you can
I want to
smell food.
explore the kitchen.
So those surgical instruments will give a boon to making that healing roll to try and save someone that is at 0 hit
Ooh,
So
where are these instruments?
Krisanna has them on her person.
Ah, good.
So Mikander, when you come into the room, into the delicious smelling kitchen area, this is a narrow, dimly lit kitchen. The floorboards creak and a musty scent permeates the air. To the north stands a worn wooden desk scattered with a variety of cooking tools. To the south, a large stone oven dominates the wall, its surface blackened by use. In front of the oven sits a bench. The west wall is lined with a shelf holding a half-dozen dusty bottles of wine, their labels faded and peeling. The east wall features 2 more shelves, cluttered with an assortment of jars, jugs, and a cooking pot. The room has a claustrophobic feel, with doors leading away to both the east and west.
Are there any bottles? Maybe they're bottles of healing.
Give me a spot hidden roll. Do you want to put
angry.
that spot hidden roll?
I'm always angry, though.
Heck yeah.
So you see, there's a table that has a chopping board, an iron pot, a jug of water, and a cleaver. There are 6 old bottles of wine. Now 4 of these are worth but 1 gold piece each. One has its label still intact, which reads "The Crown's Reserve," and you know this would be worth about 10 gold.
Yeah.
And one bottle without a label contains some sort of red wine. You're not sure what it is. It's, like I say, it's unlabeled. But if you want to make a healing roll, you'll be able to maybe sniff it and inspect it and see what it might be.
If this could heal our friend here.
It's me.
Take a good whiff. Oh, I don't know if I did that. Did I do Bane somehow?
So you probably have the condition that gives you the bane automatically.
Yeah, cool, because I'm angry. Okay, so
you're
Okay,
not
what did I
sure.
roll?
It doesn't smell like wine. It's the color of wine, but something smells off. There's almost a metallic sort of scent to it, and you're not sure what this is.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would offer it to Baston, but I'm pretty sure we're in the hag's hut. I'm pretty sure this is poison. So take it at your.
Does
I'll take the
Baston
wine,
drink it?
though.
Do you crack open the Crown's Reserve?
No.
Only if he gives it to me.
I'll pocket that one.
Nice. On the eastern shelves, there is a jar of pickled eggs, which is about 3 days' worth of rations. There's also a jar of marmalade that's worth 2 days of rations. If you want to eat pickled eggs and marmalade, you can, but that's not going to let you gain any hit points, unfortunately. Now, this other room, this food storage room that the others are in, this has the earthy scent of stored provisions. Sturdy wooden crates, barrels, and sacks are stacked against the walls and floor. The shelves are laden with an assortment of foodstuffs, loaves of bread, mounds of potatoes, clusters of mushrooms, sacks of grains, and baskets brimming with fruits. There's enough here that everyone could take up to 8 rations of food. Clearly this hag has a veritable storehouse of food here in this small home. What one woman would need with all that food, you wonder.
Do we add that to inventory?
If you like, you can go to your inventory, and you should already have some rations, and then you can go and adjust the quantity of that. So everyone can take up to 8. Oh, you don't have rations. Let me give Aiden
I don't see rations.
Yeah, let me give you some rations.
I have a fine pipe and tinder, but
Field ration. So I will drag and drop this onto your character sheet. So now Aiden should have rations, and then I will go ahead and change that to 8
Yes.
rations. And
Oh,
that can
jolly
be
good, thank
in
you.
The pickled egg or the marmalade variety. I'll let you choose.
Well, the pickled eggs will be easier to carry.
Quite.
I'm looking for some mystery meat. Is there any large cuts of dried salted meat?
There are haunches of salted pork in here, hanging from the ceiling. There are sausages. There are dried fish as well, probably from the swamp, judging by the species of fish. As a duck, you would know that these are definitely swamp fish. It all smells good. It smells wholesome and untainted.
I will take my rations of that for sure.
Does McAnder have rations in inventory? You do not. I will add a ration on there. Perfect. Yeah, what does McAnder think about the pickling of his kin? They're probably duck eggs.
Well, I'm already angry, so. Yeah, I'm pretty mad already, so I don't know if I can get madder.
So if anyone wants to do a round rest, you could do a round rest now. That would just help you recover willpower points. I think the only ones that have used willpower are probably the mages. If Baston needs healing now, you could do your stretch rest. You only get one of these during the adventure, and you would recover willpower points, hit points, and could remove one condition. And yes, Chrisana, the chest is locked. A sleight of hand roll would open that.
Well, I'm just gonna put this bed down and jump right in it. I'll try and wipe off the blood first.
Is this like where Red Riding Hood comes in and sees the wolf in Grandma's bed?
Yes.
You notice that there is a trap on this chest, Chrisana. There is looks like a small vial of some strange liquid that would have broken had you not disarmed it, but you managed to disarm it and disable that. Inside of the chest, you find 10 gold, 40 silver, and you also find some treasure cards. Let's see what you find. You find a gold ring, 160 copper coins, and 50 gold coins.
Holy crap.
A nice little haul. Of course, the 160 copper coins is about 1.6 gold, so not that great, but the 50 gold are nice, and the gold ring has a relatively decent value. Let's find out how much that gold ring is worth. If you were to go have it appraised or to sell, you think it would be worth approximately that much gold. 13 gold.
How much is
What was
this
the
adventure
amount
paying?
of the other coins?
So there were 50 gold coins and 160 copper.
But before that, didn't you say some other coins?
Oh yes, there was 10 gold and 40 silver.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
No hidden panels in the bottom or anything?
None that you see in this chest. You give it a pretty thorough search. You got a really good roll on your spot hidden. You do not see any hidden panels. There is, however, something under the chest, and as you move the chest, you see that there's a recess in the bottom in the shape of a dagger, and you see indeed there is a dagger here, and it looks just like the dagger that you already have. This is a magical dagger of severing. Does anyone want that dagger of severing?
Granny was packing.
Does Chrisana want a second one for the week and one for the weekend?
No, someone else should take it.
Let's give that to Baston. Baston took a beating. We'll give him a dagger here.
Let's see, daggers. What do they count as?
Knives.
Oh, knives.
You have knives.
All right, I'm terrible with knives.
What about McCander? Is McCander decent with a knife?
I think a 5 is what it. So
no.
I don't know if that's. I know.
Can I attach it to the end of my long spear?
Unfortunately, no. But that would be a great idea. Let me. You can always sell it in town, or I'm sure we can find another use for it. I'll grab it on there. So
How much is it worth?
It's worth quite a bit. So Chrisanna has this dagger, and you know that you could use it to cut the hand off of a humanoid and create a small undead hand that does your bidding. You could sell this for about 100 gold coins.
You also might be in a situation where you lose your weapon.
Right. It might be nice to have
like I just was.
To have a backup.
A backup.
Now, Phineas, you see there is a trap door on the floor, right there in the corner, right next to you.
Yes. Does it appear to be locked?
Give me a spot hidden roll as you studiously study it. That's a oxymoron.
Yes, I will pull out my magnifying glass and inspect the lock here and see if there's perhaps a lock or a trap in place here.
To the best of your knowledge, there does not appear to be any sort of trap, and it does not appear to be locked.
Well, best to be safe and let the rogue try it first anyway.
Let Chrisanna open it. Chrisanna,
Sure.
It does not seem
I think that
to
would
be
be best.
does not seem to be locked. And do you trust the wizard's ability to find any hidden traps?
No, I'm gonna check myself.
Okay.
Spoken like a true rogue.
Yeah, it looks to be clean. There's no traps on here. In fact, you notice that there are many well-worn footprints that lead over to this trap door in the floor, as though this has been used often.
Any look like children's footprints?
With a successful roll like that, yes, there are some very small little prints and scuffs in the floor, as though someone was taken to that trapdoor, perhaps unwilling, kicking and screaming.
I'll point that out and boldly look worried for the children.
Do you open that door?
Sure.
Let me take us to another map.
Has my stretcher or my stretch rest completed?
Yeah, so give me 1 second. Let me get your tokens back on this new map, and then I will go over how to do that stretch rest. So that there's actually an automation for it that you can do.
I see the button for it.
So if you want to click that button. So you recover 6 willpower, 1 hit point, which is terrible.
A single hit point.
Single hit point. But
We'd
you
love
get
to see it.
remove 1 condition.
Okay, I'll remove my sickly.
And let me grab the other characters here.
Phineas will go through his pack and pull out a little bundle of mushrooms he has and rub some of that solvent on one of Baston's wounds. And that should heal him, I believe, 1d3.
Yeah, maybe explain where those mushrooms came from.
Yes, I retrieved these mushrooms from a cavern that I explored a long time ago, and they appear to have a sort of healing property when applied to the wound.
You sure about that? Too many mushrooms that I eat give me weird visions.
Oh, so you recover 1 more hit point.
Well, I wouldn't worry about these. No, these have proved most useful on many a time.
Yeah. So yeah, as you just discovered, if you right-click, it will heal. If you left-click, it will damage. So well done to set that right. It is dark down here. Who wants to? Do we have a torch or a lantern, or can a mage cast light?
Well, I can ignite a torch if we have a torch.
Well, Phineas
I have a
casts
lantern.
light. Where does Phineas cast the light?
I will cast light on my staff.
Perfect. Let me give you light here. One moment. There we are. Now this cellar, the air is cool and musty, and the dusty stone floor feels cold beneath your feet. The wooden walls of the cellar give it a sturdy yet aged appearance. Inside, the cellar is filled with shelves, crates, and barrels, all stacked with various goods. Shelves line the walls, holding jars and bottles of preserved foods, while crates and barrels in the center of the room contain supplies and provisions. So again, just ample supplies of food in this home.
It's like she was feeding an army.
Take the smell test on some of these, and
Yeah, give
See if
me
they're
an awareness
good.
roll. Do you want to push that?
no, I already have.
You find some
Here.
hardtack biscuits that you know could keep a soldier on his feet on a march for weeks at a time. Do you want to sample any of these biscuits or pocket any?
Yeah, I'll pocket a few.
Perfect. You
Can I do awareness on the other side of the room?
have yes, please.
Also, I'm bleeding. What is that blood?
So that is
Following you.
Yeah, so it will eventually dry up. In fact, I think I can remove it right there. There we go.
You're on the burlap.
Yeah, it's your time of the moon.
Oh no. Oh, I didn't get it very well. No, I won't. I just got rid of one.
Yeah, so you check over here, and nothing has a terrible smell. Everything here seems to be good. Seems to be free from mold and disease, and particularly free from vermin. There are no rodent tracks in here. There's no mouse droppings. Nothing. Aoden, give me a spot hidden roll.
Yes, I was going to tell you I'm tapping on walls, pressing, looking for a hidden panel. If I were going to hide something valuable, I would hide it down here. Well, let's see, roll.
Indeed, right where you are standing, a panel opens up, and you can see there is a secret chamber just inside.
Oh. Everyone, follow me.
Good going.
Is there nothing of value in the room?
Just food. Lots and lots of food. The secret door pushes aside to reveal a short hallway that abruptly opens into a cavernous chamber. Light flickers from a nearby fire pit, casting a dim glow across the vast space. The chamber is filled with shelves and racks brimming with an assortment of equipment, everything from weapons, armor, scrolls, and books to jars of mysterious contents. What stands out the most, however, is a globe and a huge telescope. A number of passages lead away.
Going to peer through the telescope.
Give me an awareness roll. Oh, nice. Looking through the telescope, you see a vista of stars, and you search your mind. You are familiar with the night sky, with the constellations, and this is none of those. This is a field of stars of which you have never seen. And it seems so real and so vibrant, as though you are observing this from not only another place, but perhaps another planet. And you feel a chill in the air as you wonder who is looking back.
Spooky.
Commander will.
I heard McAnder will,
Yes.
and then it cut out. What is McAnder doing?
Well, Phineas rolled, but maybe. I'm just admiring this battle axe in front of me.
Nice. So
Found on the.
let's go over kind of some of what we find in here. So the telescope is, you know that this is worth hundreds of gold coins. If you could get it out of here, probably 500 gold coins. There is a long sword in this room, a two-handed axe, a longbow, a quiver of arrows. There's a large shield. There's plate armor. There is a chest down in the southern wall. There is a bookshelf with a number of books on various topics, from beast lore, bushcraft, healing, myths and legends, and even more. And there are also scrolls in here. These scrolls look to be quite powerful, and if one of the mages wants to look at the scrolls, you can give me a language roll to try and identify what's on there.
I would assume we both would look.
Yep.
We'll take a handful, and so will I.
What do you see?
So Phineas, you recognize that there are 4 scrolls. One is of Lightning Bolt, which is an animism spell. Another is the Scroll of Salamander, which summons a fire elemental to do your bidding. Another is Mental Strike, a mentalism spell. And the last one is a Scroll of Flight. Now you know that these scrolls can be used in one of 2 ways. You can use them as a single-use magic item, and you can call forth the power of the spell within. To do this, it would no longer use your willpower. It would just simply go into effect. You can also use this scroll to try to learn the spell that's on that. To do that would take time to study. Probably not time while you're in this dungeon here, but afterwards you could use one of your advancement marks to, rather than try to improve your wizard skill, you could do a languages roll, and if you succeed, then you can actually copy this into your grimoire and then have access to this spell. But if you need to use it in a pinch, you can just use it, and then the words will dissolve from the page and are no longer there to be studied. But if you want to try and study it, then you can do that as well.
Well, Phineas would definitely like to take the Salamander spell and then leave the rest for Aotan to pick from if you'd like to take some spells with him as well.
Yeah, let me...
Well, there are four scrolls, and 2 of us. We should each take 2. Please, choose the other one that you would like, and I will take the remaining 2.
Well, perhaps I will take
Chivalrous.
the mental strike spell, and then Aotan can take the lightning bolt and the flight spell.
Perfect.
Very good.
Okay. Now,
Okay, yep, I see those.
there are some weapons and armor here. Did anyone want any weapons and armor?
I like the this battle axe in front of me. It looks
I'll
to
take
be
a
powerful.
two-handed axe. I can give that to you.
Do I have one already?
You already have a battle axe. In fact, the one you have is probably nicer than this one.
Okay. I have short sword and a battle axe. I already have plate armor.
Now, if Baston wanted plate armor, Baston could wear the plate armor. It would let you absorb more damage, but it will... if you look at your character sheet right now, studded leather gives you a bane on any sneaking roll. If you wear plate armor, that gives you a bane not only on sneaking, but it's also a bane on acrobatics and evade as well. But it absorbs 4 more points of damage than your studded leather does. Would Baston want the plate armor?
I like to evade because I have a pretty good evade there, so I
Right.
think I might just stay.
Stay where you are? Okay. Now,
I see a
Mikander,
helmet here. I'm interested in that now.
there is a helmet there, and there's also a chest right next to the helmet. The helmet there is. Let me pull it up here. It is an open helm. If you would like an open helm, that will add 1 more point of armor to your character sheet, and I think you then get a Bane. Let me just drag it to your sheet and see if that gives you
An awareness, a Bane
a
on
Bane on
awareness. Yeah,
awareness.
that's fine.
Okay, but that gives you also, you'll absorb 1 additional point of damage. So now you can take 7 hit points worth of damage and not feel it at all. Probably worth it.
So, Vikander is in awe by this room. It seems out of place. I feel like who owns this room? If this is the hag, it feels like she's showing a different side of herself with this room. Like, why would the hag have these type of items in a room?
Give me an
inside of her head.
awareness roll, Makander, as you have these thoughts
As
and put that helm upon your head.
Just as I take a Bane to that.
Right?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, I'm.
3
Thanks.
Bane.
Okay. Because of a condition and your helmet. Well, what happens is the treasure chest next to which you are standing suddenly opens and rows of teeth are visible, and it attacks.
Nice.
Leave it to the
maybe
hag
maybe
to
maybe
befriend
that was the
mimic.
exactly. It was a trap. Now this all makes sense. Now we know this is the true hag that we were dealing with.
Go ahead and draw initiative cards. Now, this monster has what's called ferocity, so it actually drew 2 initiative cards. It gets to go twice. Aoden, you're up first.
Ah, egad. Nothing a good fire spell can't handle. I shall cast Fireball.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage.
Where is it? Yep, got it.
Nice. And let's see. It has armor, but the fire, the armor does not take effect from the fire. You see the fireball roll over that, and several bits of parchment and paper around there burst into flames as it begins to buckle and move as it's shambling towards Makander. You can move if you like, Aoden, and then it's Phineas's turn.
Phineas, it seems vulnerable to fire.
Ah, yes, and I will recall the words to Fireball. And do the same.
Oh,
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. Let me give it that damage. Nice. The Mimic goes. And this is a monster, so it will roll on its monster table and see what the attack is. This is most likely.
Stunner, were you
aimed
just
at
running away?
Makander. Yes, I saw that movement when it wasn't his turn. Pseudopod slam. Pseudopod slam. The mimic lashes out with a pseudopod at an opponent within 4 meters. The attack inflicts 1d8 bludgeoning damage, and the victim is adhered to the mimic and cannot move or perform actions that require movement, except trying to break free, which takes a strength roll. Others can help. So, Makander, you have not gone yet. If you want to try to evade, you can, or you can take the hit.
Yeah, so if I evade, I will move, but I may take an opportunity attack.
So if you evade, if you succeed, you can move 1 square. So you get to move 2 meters away. If you fail, then you will take the full damage. So this would take your action if you want to try to evade this attack. So then you would not get to attack this round.
No, I'll take the attack.
So the good news is your armor will block most of that, or probably all of that. Yeah, so your armor blocks all of that, but you are now adhered to the mimic and cannot move or perform actions that require movement unless you try to break free. the mimic, because he has ferocity, goes again. Mimic Spit. The Mimic spits a corrosive slime at an opponent within 10 meters. Oh boy. So 1-2 Baston, 3-4 Phineas, 5-6 Chrisana, 7-8 the Undead Hand, and 9-10 Aedan. Let's see what we get. Oh, which is the hand.
Not the hand.
Yay.
The hand has not gone yet. Does the hand want to try to evade?
Hell yeah. He's got a hell of an evade score.
Like 5?
18.
Oh, 18. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. You roll an 18 and you succeed. Okay. So that takes the hand's turn as it avoids that acidic spit. Baston, your turn.
All right. Let us kill him. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. Now you can stab from there with your long spear because it has a reach of 4 meters, so you don't have to be right next to him.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice. So you can do double damage. You can ignore his armor. He has 2 points of armor. Your best bet's probably the double damage.
Yeah, we're gonna take him out.
A mighty blow indeed.
Look at all the dice.
Nice. He is not dead, but he's close. Chrisana,
close.
about 9 hit points left.
I can't do that with a dang. Alright. Boldly rushing forward.
You gonna do your sneak attack, or just a regular attack? Because you could
I
sneak
think I'll
attack.
just use the dagger of severing.
Severing? Okay. It is a magical weapon. That may have some sort of special effect here.
Yeah, you said it's. How badly?
He's got about
Indeed.
9 hit points. You probably can't
Okay.
take him out with just the dagger. You'd have to roll almost max damage on the dagger plus your agility
Ooh,
bonus.
why? This I haven't seen this before. It says /stab, find weak spot, topple, disarm.
So what the find weak spot does, that's an optional combat rule. If you attack with that, you roll with a bane. And if you hit, then you do damage that ignores his armor. And he has an armor value of 2. So it's a little harder to hit, but if you do, then his armor doesn't absorb any of the damage. It's really useful to be used against like Makander with plate mail.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the regular. Oh, by 1 point.
Do you want to push that?
No, I do not.
So your hand would
Come
go,
on.
but it has had its turn. And then it is Makander's turn. You cannot move without breaking free from the pseudopod, but you can attack.
Right, so I can. Okay, that was my question.
Yep.
So I can still attack. All right, I will just splash down on this with my battle axe. Take that. Surprise me, haha, as I'm putting on my helmet.
Duck this!
Oh, 14.
That is enough.
Good. Bust through his armor and wipe him out. Fucking the
You
cast.
cleave the
Mimic.
mimic in half. And as that happens, you feel empowered as though you have earned that helm that you just took. Now from here there are many passageways leading out. Baston, I believe, already discovered that there's one down here to the south that seems to be blocked with rubble. Now Phineas...
I see some potions on this shelf in front of me. Are those actually potions?
Let's see... It might just be. Yeah, it's just a picture. There's no potions. It
Okay.
looks like potions. Maybe empty bottles. Phineas, you
Any
see up ahead there is a room with water in it. This passage slopes downwards into a small chamber containing a deep body of water. At the far end, a small landmass hosts clusters of large brown mushrooms. And above, a circular hole about 12 meters up opens to the outside. This is likely a well.
Did
Yes, I
the
do
mimic-
recall the. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Phineas, first.
Well, I was just going to mention that I recall there being a well in the hag's yard.
There was, and based on where you're at, kind of relative to the house, you think this is probably that same well.
Glad we didn't fall in earlier.
Yeah. And was it Chrisana that had a question?
any interesting books?
Yes, give me a spot hidden roll. There's a book, it's the field guide to the northern mountain range, and this would be for hunting and fishing. You could check the hunting and fishing box and then get an advancement in that.
Wheat.
Excellent. Inside there's pictures of the different species and what baits the fish like and where to find them.
Is there a centerfold?
There is. You open it up and it's a huge male elk. He's rutting. He's got his tongue lolling out and he's straddling a big log. Don't
Save
show
that
that to
one for later.
Baston. Yeah. And
Mikander will.
It looks like there's a passageway that heads up to the north there.
I will try and find my way through here. I'm not sure I fit with
You
my
might
armor.
need some
but...
light as well, perhaps. If
It's
the
getting
wizard-
dark over here. Could someone with light join me?
I think Phineas is the only one with light at the moment.
That or I need to.
Do we want
light
to check those mushrooms? Are those
Yeah,
good?
there are some mushrooms over there.
If you want to cross the well, I don't think I would swim across that, even though I'm a duck. I think I would sink.
It would
So,
take a
Mikander.
swimming roll to get across there, and everyone knows
Is,
how to swim, but you would need to make a swimming roll.
Does
mean-
Mikander have a torch or a lantern?
Mikander has
All right, here's what I
ability
want
called
to do.
web
I want to
feet.
tie the rope to my hand, and then I'm going to chuck the hand across
Oh,
and have it
nice.
grab the mushrooms and then yoink it back over.
Excellent idea. Give me an agility roll with a boon, because that's a fantastic idea.
Huzzah!
Yes. The hand grabs one of the mushrooms and you slowly pull it over. The hand kind of sinks down into the water. You pull it up, and it's still holding on to that mushroom. Give me a bushcraft as you study the mushroom that you just found.
Oh, not my strongest. Let's see. It's giving me a boon from Field Kitchen.
Yep.
No.
This looks like an edible mushroom. You think you've seen this kind before. You can't identify exactly what species it is. You know it's not poisonous. You think this is probably more a food source mushroom than anything that would have magical powers.
Perfectly safe.
Completely. Undoubtedly. Do you want to eat it?
I'll try to get someone else to eat it. Hey, Evan. Try this mushroom.
Yes. Okay,
Give
I will
me-
sample it.
Give me a constitution roll.
It's kind of nutty. Has a good flavor. Oh. Yes, I like it.
So it is not harmful, but there's a taste that you can't quite place. And it takes you a moment, then you realize how you know what that is.
That's a lot.
It turns out
That's my love.
that the hag did not use this well for water. The hag used this as a place to drop her chamber pots. And so that's why the mushrooms were growing, was because she has fertilized it with her own night soil, and that's what these mushrooms were growing in. And now you place that
I
taste.
hate it.
This is some sort of venison curry that you have that you perhaps smelled in her kitchen up above.
It's rather tasty.
I'm glad I didn't go swimming.
McCander, up ahead, you can see that a large dark chamber, and as you approach, the smell of death assaults your nostrils. You can see several bodies wrapped in cloth and bound with ropes, along with piles of bones scattered around. There is a skeleton lying on the western side, while to the east are two coffins, one of which is adorned with candles flickering softly.
If either Makander or Baston have a torch, I will cast Ignite on that so that they can lead the way with some light.
I have a torch.
Pull out my torch. Yeah.
Give Baston a torchlight here.
Do these look like bodies of children, potentially? The sizes of children, I mean?
Give me an awareness
Is there-
roll.
As they're wrapped.
Do you want to push that at all?
No. I can't see a thing in this helmet, guys. Sorry.
So most of these are larger. These look to be adult-sized bodies that are here. However, that blood-stained blanket begins to twitch and writhe as the light and the heat settles over it. And you see the pile of bones likewise begin to rise as the very now living undead crawl forth and attack. Let me drag us into a combat here.
These must have been other adventurers or townsfolk who came for the children.
Alright, go ahead and draw an initiative card. I'll get some music going. Chrisanna, you are up first.
So it's just those three?
So I think Aoden is actually standing on one. Let me just move Aoden. Yep, let me
Yeah, that's fine.
make this one visible. There we go. Just below Aoden's feet, a corpse rises. So the three living dead and a skeleton.
Okay. Huh.
Nice. As the dagger strikes deep into this living dead, it takes damage. I hear geese. and your
Oh, jeez.
blade annihilates that creature. As though
Ah.
that blade thirsted for that.
How about you?
Living Dead. So these are monsters. So let me roll on the table and see. Oops. There we go. See what this one will do, and then we'll decide who it targets. Undead Embrace. It extends its arms and embraces an opponent, squeezing the air out of them. The victim takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage, cannot move or perform actions. On its next turn, the undead bites the victim. Armor has no effect. So this undead, I'll say 1-2 Aedan, 3-4 Makander. Aedan, do you want to evade this attack?
Definitely.
So that will take up your action, so go ahead and make an evade roll. And I will mark that you've used your action.
Good.
Nice, you succeed. So you can move one square if you want. There's really nowhere you can get away from that guy. But you would be able to...
No, I think I'm good here.
The skeleton. This is not a monster. And it has a short sword, and it's going to go after Makander's the closest. And it is going to lay into you. Ooh, that's a hit. Do you want to parry or dodge? That would take your turn, Makander, if you want to. Or you can take the hit.
Which is this? He's a skeleton warrior. He's a short sword. I will attempt to take the hit, actually.
And your
Low
armor will
rolled.
block all of that, so no problem.
Yeah.
Clang.
It's your turn. Yeah, it just clangs off of probably your new helm. Just you see sparks fly as the sword hits that helm.
Can't see a thing, but
Yeah, it
at
knocks it
least they
down
block.
low over your eyes. Phineas.
I will run up here as I prepare my Gust of Wind spell, which is a cone, so I believe I can target all three.
I'd say, yeah. Nice. Tell me what it does.
Yes, let me check the description. So the spell summons a great gust of wind, and all untethered objects and creatures up to human size in the area of effect are pushed 2d4 meters away from you and suffer the same amount of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so he's going to go there.
So they will be pushed 3 meters back and suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, let me mark that.
And then I will step back here.
All damage.
It just got cold down here.
The undead hand.
I can't. There was one just where the dead one is, right?
It got pushed away. It got pushed to the side from that gust of wind.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, he's right there.
I don't know if the hand. It only has 2 moves. Can it get there?
Yeah. And then it could attack, try to choke him.
Alright. It's gonna go for the old joke. Little autoerotic asphyxiation. Where is it? No. Come on. And Digitalis! You have to fight back.
That's terrible. Aoden, you evaded on your turn. The other living dead. Which one? That one there. Let me see what he does, and we'll decide who he does after. Clawing attack. He claws an opponent's face and body. Let's see. Can he reach someone? He can reach Makander. So he can get to right there. So Makander, do you want to evade this or take the hit? If he does damage that gets through your armor, you'll be exposed to a disease. What would Makander do?
Makander will.
Phineas's
Not
robes
sure.
drift up like Homer Simpson.
Marilyn Monroe.
I will take the damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Your armor blocks all of that, so no worries.
Thank you.
Baston, your turn. And then Makander goes after Baston.
I'm going to hit the one that looks the scariest, which is the skeleton. Can I hit him from here?
Yes, with your spear you can. You have reach. You can do 4 meters away.
Good hit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
11.
So you are dismayed to find that the skeleton takes half damage from a piercing attack. He would take
I
more
should have
from
known.
bludgeoning, but he's got 2 armor, so that will do 9, and then half of that's going to be 4. He's got 1 hit point left, so you almost took him out. Very close. Makander, your turn.
All right. Makander. Not happy with being attacked by this living dead in front of him. Will sing the song of a battle of battle and attack this.
You do like the chicken dance?
Yeah, the mallard.
Nice.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was actively going in there.
Excellent. Roll
Rolling
damage.
damage. Oh, that's pathetic. 9.
These guys only have 9 hit points, so that should
Oh,
be enough.
just enough.
Enough to do it
Ah,
here. Oh, hang on.
We'll just sing the song of victory.
Excellent. We go to the next round. And you can move if you haven't done your movement, Makander. At the top
I'll
of the
stay
next
put.
round, we start with... Who's up first? The Living
The
Dead.
living dead.
Let's see what his attack is. Let's see who he goes for. Overpowering hunger. It bites, chews, rips, and tears in a ravenous frenzy. The victim takes 2d8 slashing damage, is knocked down, and loses their turn in the round. If it penetrates armor, you're exposed to the undead disease. 1-2 Aoden, 3-4 Makander, 5-6 Baston. Makander. Oops.
Did the initiative go right?
It still says round 1. It won't let me do
Oh.
my cards.
Yeah, there's something weird.
Alright, let's see if
Did
we
it
go
get
round 2.
shuffled?
Let me shuffle the cards.
There we go.
That,
I was able to do my
to
card.
do your card? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's weird. I've never had that happen before. Alright, so the Living Dead. This attack is on Makander, do you want to evade this or take this hit?
Take it.
Oh no.
It's a big hit.
So you were hit for 11. Your armor, I think you block, 7 of that? So you will take...
7, yes.
Let me give you 4 damage.
Ouch.
You are also knocked prone. And then you need to make a roll to see if you contract a disease. So let me knock you prone first.
Bird flu.
So the way that the disease works is this has virulence 12. So you need to give me a constitution roll, and then I roll for the disease. And basically whoever rolls the lowest, but the disease has to at least get a 12 or lower to be... So the disease does not take effect. Give me a constitution roll. Oh yeah.
Succeed.
No problem. So you do not become a zombie, but you did feel the sting of that wound. The skeleton will go up to Baston, who just speared him, and will go after Baston.
Cook those eggs thoroughly. Avoid the bird flu.
Does Baston want to evade this or try to parry this? If you want to evade, you would roll your evade skill. If you want to parry, you would roll your weapon skill. But that would take up your action for the round.
I probably need as much HP as I can get for the hag fight, so I'll evade.
Okay, so give me an evade roll. Nice. So you can move 1 square if you like with a successful evade.
Move back 1.
Yeah. And then Aoden, your turn.
All right, Aoden. Let's see if I can reach. Raises his arms, draws his arms down, brings his hands together, lifts them up. Let's see what his range on pillar is. 10. I may have to move. Maybe I can reach. And cast pillar on the skeleton.
Okay.
At power level 2.
Okay, that'll do 3d6 damage to it, I believe.
Let's see. Did it say I failed?
Yeah, so you probably want to push that.
Yeah. Hey,
There we go.
succeed.
So that would be 3d6 damage. So if you want, down at the bottom of the chat bar, there's pictures of dice. You can click on the square one 3 times, then hit roll, and it will roll that damage.
Oh.
Oh, gravy.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
Oh.
Well, this pillar of earth erupts from the ground.
He has armor. Tell me how you crush the life out of the skeleton.
That pillar shoots up out of the ground and throws the skeleton up to the ceiling as the pillar catches up to it and just crushes it against the ceiling. Bones fall out from between the pillar and the ceiling, and then the pillar slowly lowers and goes back down into the earth as all these loose bones just clatter to the floor.
Nice. Chrisanna, there is one enemy left, the living dead, that is right next to Makander, Aoden, and Phineas.
Bummer.
You want to push it?
No. I need to get better with the crossbow.
Phineas, your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to do my wind spell again.
It will push the hand.
I don't...
Never mind.
I think I remembered the words wrong.
What is your mishap? You vomit a frog the moment you tell a lie. Every morning you roll 1d4. On 1 it wears off, or if you can get a dispel spell. Otherwise, anytime you tell a lie,
Well,
a
I
frog
think,
comes spilling out of your mouth.
yeah, I think Aodin is the best wizard amongst us.
Blech, and a frog
Well,
comes out of your
And I
mouth.
imagine then a
There's no
frog.
frog. There's no frog.
Makander, you are knocked down. You could easily get up, and then you've got your action. Oh, you know what? Actually, you don't, because with that attack, you lost your turn, so you actually can't. As he,
Because I was knocked prone.
yeah, as you were knocked prone, and part of that said, and you also lose your turn for the round. So
Bummer. I should have.
Yeah,
So wait, dude. Before I made the decision of taking or parrying that attack, did I know what attack it was?
Yeah, so it
Or
was
parry.
in the chat bar, so you didn't know how much damage, but you knew what all the effects would be.
Okay. All right.
Undead
I
hand
lose my turn.
succeeds.
Can I stand up
check.
or no?
No. So you if you've lost your turn, you can't stand up.
Okay.
The undead hand deals damage to the living dead. It's nice. And Baston, your turn. You can spear through
I
Makander.
evaded.
Oh, that's right, you evaded. Never mind. Let's go to round. Prasanna, you are up first. Can your crossbow hit this time?
I hope so. Huzzah!
Oh, yes, it can. And tell me how you take out the last foe with your crossbow.
Right in the groin. Kills him.
Ooh. Everyone here just kind of winces. Ah, ee. Except for Prasanna. You know, as a female, you wouldn't.
Serves you
don't
right.
understand the pain. Let me get some of that wall of blood off of the screen. There we go. You have overcome the undead horde, and the path before you is clear.
I'm gonna help up Makander.
You get Makander back up on his feet. Does anyone need a round rest or a stretch rest that hasn't taken one yet?
A
take
stretch
one.
rest, get rid of one of the
The condition.
afflictions.
Yep.
The condition. I wouldn't mind that.
So if you go to your character sheet, if you on the main sheet, there's under the willpower, there's a thing where you can click on that and it will do your healing. And then I think you have to manually take your condition off. I'm actually not sure. I've never played on here.
I had two, yeah.
Okay, so if we so what? So how do you do a
Stretch
Stretch
rest.
rest.
So open your character sheet, and under willpower there are 4 icons for healing. It's the one that looks like a person standing there with like little plus signs, little crosses next to him. Click on that, and it will do it automatically.
Oh, willpower points, not will. Okay,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I got
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I got
sorry.
it.
That will roll 2 dice. The red one is how many hit points you recover. The green one is how many willpower points you recover. And then you can go, and I think you right-click on whichever condition you want to get rid of. Nice. Just healed 6
Remove
willpower.
scared. Still have angry.
And for casting spells, Aodin probably wants to get rid of Angry. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Angry
Okay,
is
got it.
impacting.
So that's intelligence, any intelligence-based skill.
Gotcha. Intelligent. Yeah.
Let me just see if there is a random encounter here. Roll a
Search
die.
the room.
Give me a spot hidden roll to search. Nice.
Boldly searching.
Okay, nothing happens there. Let me see what you find. You get something from the scavenge, or the search table. Let's see what we get. Oh, there's a trap. So you discover a trap, Chrisanna. Give me a sleight of hand with a boon to try and avoid this trap. Easily succumbs to you, and you find 10 silver coins in a small keepsake box.
Weak.
I know, should have been better than that.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 coffins here that you can see. You want to open the coffins?
Not I. I'm not disturbing the dead.
Let us exhume these corpses and see what lies within.
Give me a strength roll, Aiden, in order to open the coffin. Everybody moves away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me put my back into it. Oh, ouch. Oh. Nope.
Is that your gust of wind? No, that was Phineas's gust of wind.
I'm too old to be doing this. Somebody strike
No
me,
worries,
man.
Aiden. I shall help. I'm gonna rip this thing off its hinges.
As you rip it off the hinges...
Oh, did I have to roll?
Yeah, you did. But
I won.
Yeah. As you rip it off the hinges, you grab one coffin in each hand, and you unearth 2 ghouls.
Great. We should have listened to the gods telling us not to open them.
Let's just...
You had to go over there, huh, Basta?
Now, the ghouls are actually going to get to go first. Let me change their initiative card here.
My card isn't working.
Yeah, I'll change
Yeah,
it.
it gives
just
me
a
an
second.
error. Yeah.
Let me just grab this.
If you hit escape, it'll allow you to reload the application. Might fix it.
Well, I need to
I
shuffle
think
the deck. I'm just
Nuts.
giving these ghouls a different number. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second.
He's quadrupling the ghouls.
Damn you. Come on, ghouls. Let's get mani petties. And of course, front and center, tanking everything.
Oh.
Okay, close enough. There we go.
Oh.
The ghoul goes first. And 1, 2 Baston, 3, 4 Aoden.
But I freed you. Why wouldn't you be happier about it?
Goes against Baston. Let's see what this ghoul does. Scratching claws. It throws itself at you, pinning you to the ground and scratching your face and body with its infected claws. You are knocked down, suffer a fear attack, and take 1d10 slashing damage. If it gets through your armor, you may contract a disease. Do you want to evade that or take the hit?
Oh, there's a lot of bad things with this.
Right?
Yeah.
But I want to stab him.
You'd have to take the hit.
I'll evade.
Go ahead, give me an evade roll.
There you go.
So you do evade. You can move
Nice.
1 square if you like.
Well, I probably should tank some hits for Aiden.
Move behind Aoden. What are you talking about?
Undead Hand's turn.
The undead hand capers about on my shoulder.
Just
That's
itching with excitement. Krisanna, your turn.
I'm gonna dart up between the two dudes there, and actually, I'll dart up next to Baston and attack the one at the bottom.
Okay.
I don't know how powerful these are. Do they look?
They're monsters. They don't look super fierce. Probably a little worse than those living dead, but those weren't super bad. Like maybe, actually, you could give me a beast lore. I can tell you some details about them.
Okay.
Oh, well
I'm
done with the backstab.
Attacking it with the backstep.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I should have an extra.
Yep. So roll
What,
a
the-
1d8.
8. 7 damage.
Nice. So 7 total.
That's the beast lore fails.
You know that
No
these,
push.
you know that these are relatively cowardly creatures.
Okay. And then I dart back to where I was. Do I need an evasion roll?
Yep, you'll need to make an evade roll as a reaction.
Oh shit.
Do you want to push that one?
Nah.
Okay, it gets a free attack at you. This is the free attack at you. A diseased bite. It lunges at you and sinks its filthy fangs into your flesh. It inflicts 2d8 piercing damage, and you just took your turn, so you cannot dodge it. And if it penetrates your armor, you contract a disease.
I'm diseased.
So you take
Ouch.
9 damage. Do you have armor?
I have 2 armor.
2 armor, so you'll take 7 damage. I'll let you give that to yourself as punishment, and then give me a Constitution roll, and I will roll for the disease. Let's see.
Ooh. One fail.
So, but the disease failed as well, and you rolled better than the disease, so you do not contract the disease. Now
She
it's-
probably gave the ghoul a disease.
Right? Spitting. Ugh. The ghoul then takes his action. Scream of the dead. It lets out a terrible death scream. Everyone within 10 meters, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is everyone, makes a fear roll. That's going to be a will roll to avoid being frightened. So, Phineas, Aedan succeeded. Baston failed. Krisanna failed. What about Makander? Makander got it. Does Krisanna or Baston want to push that roll?
No.
What is that's the fear
The fear attack.
roll?
Yep.
All right, let's try it again. It couldn't possibly be the worst one again.
Oh, panting. So the two that failed, Baston and
So about that,
yes, Krisanna.
the worst thing.
Yep, you will take exhausted, which is the worst thing if you're swinging a sword.
Yeah.
Phineas, your turn.
Well, I will handle this, and I will tell Makander to go and fight those ghouls, and I will switch my turn with him.
Okay. Let me swap your initiative with Makander. Makander, your turn.
Why, thank you, Phineas. Makander, his eyes narrow as he readies himself and charges towards these ghastly ghouls. How many can I move? Let's see, I've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I can reach them, right? Is that
Yes,
fine?
you can move 4 squares. Your movement is 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yep, you can move to there.
All right, and I will. Swing with my battle axe. So it echoes through the chamber.
Nice. Well done. Roll damage.
Rolling damage. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Take that, you ghoul. As it sinks into and crushes bone.
And you destroy that ghoul. Phineas, your turn.
Well, I will target the other
Any-
ghoul, and yes, I will cast a fireball.
Good choice.
You want to push that?
Yes, I think I'm a little sickly seeing all this blood.
Very good.
Nice. Roll damage. Excellent. Damage. He is about half. Baston, you use your action to evade. Archmaester Aedan.
I love a good fireball myself.
Oh,
Oh.
well done. Roll damage.
Well done.
Oh, that's going to take him out. How does your fireball destroy this ghoul?
It hits him in the chest, slams him against the wall, and erupts, splashing bones all over me and my ally.
Nice. Some of the old clotted blood in his body sizzles and pops under the heat, spattering hot, greasy blood at all of you. But you have overcome the foes.
That was quite unfortunate.
Is there
Is there anything in
the
the coffins?
There is, yeah, for all that trouble, there should be something. You find a rusty nail that nearly pokes you in the hand. Baston, give me an evade roll. If you fail, you suffer damage.
I think I might just.
It was a random draw from a table. Oh, okay.
You roll a 1.
Yep. So well done. You got a dragon. So then you'll find some actual treasure. You find a harp in here. This musical instrument would be worth about 8 gold. You probably don't know how to play it, but you know that it would be something of value.
Oh, you know, Baston is going to try, of course.
It is very much out of
Performance?
tune. Yeah, give me a performance roll.
Oh, God. I have a terrible, terrible charisma.
Let's hear this.
Oh,
Oh.
There ain't no way.
You bust out your best. Mary had a little wolf, and it's just echoes through the chamber. It actually brings peace and comfort to everyone. I'm going to say everyone can recover 2 willpower points
woohoo!
Thank you.
for that wonderful
Can I-
performance.
Can I take a bane instead, or a boon? What do you call it?
You mean get rid of a condition?
No, can I just on an attack roll? Could I just take a?
Oh yeah. I will allow you to do that. You can take a boon on your next attack roll. I like that.
I'll take a boon instead.
See, Baston isn't the worst after all.
Baston is the best.
Nail. Thanks, Baston, for finding those ghouls that proved useful. Spread a
I
lot more
scratch him
blood
behind
about
the
the room.
ear.
Half of the blood
His
on the
leg-
floor is my
His
own.
leg starts.
All right.
deeper into the
All right.
tunnels.
Let's go kill
Kander
this
will
hag.
proceed to the entrance, the exit here that he was about to go into before the ghouls arrived.
Now, up ahead, Makander, you can see a large cave chamber with 4 passages leading away, one of which is sealed by a door. This room appears to be an alchemical chamber. In the center, a large cauldron rests within a fireplace. To the right of the cauldron, a large table has various tools and remnants of surgical experiments. 3 empty cages are lined up against the northern cavernous wall. Against the western wall, a shelf holds a number of books. Along the southern wall, from left to right, you see shelves filled with potions, a desk and chair with an open book and more potions, a shelf with a strange object and a jar of eyeballs, and finally a long shelf housing dozens of scrolls. Let me pop this in because I have a feeling we're going to loot this.
Scrolls, hey?
Give me a languages roll and we'll see what the scrolls are.
There's wizards over here.
There is a scroll of Fire Blast. This is a higher version of Fireball. Who would like that?
Oh, I
Is
do
that,
very well with fire, but
Aiden?
I don't want to be a little scroll piggy.
Let's give
I
that
would
to-
love that one.
to-
Well, I took the last scroll that pertained to fire. Perhaps Eowyn can have this one.
There's also a curious, on a shelf, there's a jar of human eyeballs and a strange pyramid. This pyramid is about the size of a human head with intricate runes etched into each face. It glows faintly when touched, enhancing the clarity of thought. What this will allow is once per shift, while holding the pyramid, you gain a boon on any one intelligence-based skill. The pyramid's glow dims until the next shift, and the shift is about 6 to 8 hours. I would like the Pyramid of Clarity.
I make a myths and legends roll on this pyramid. Perhaps I've heard stories filled with tall tales and hyperbole.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure you have. Indeed, you know that this pyramid is not a unique item, that the other items similar to this have been crafted throughout time, and that it seems to draw upon some mystical universal consciousness, power that gives you foresight and hindsight, and that using this pyramid would be a great boon to anyone who seeks to discover the mysteries of the universe. Put that in your inventory.
Yes, if it's okay with Eowyn, if he wants to take the scroll, I will take this little pyramid.
Definitely.
Now, there are also many, many potions in here. If someone wants to give me a healing roll, perhaps they can identify some of these potions.
Well, may I have a look? I'm well versed in healing.
Yeah, so you see that
yes.
there are 2 healing potions. One is a standard healing potion that heals 2d6 hit points. The other is a greater healing potion that heals 3d6 points. There's also a sleeping poison, a paralyzing poison, and a lethal poison.
Oh, good.
Well, the fighters should definitely take the healing potions.
Let me dump those on the fighter. In fact, I think Baston might need to drink a potion relatively.
I have 5 hit points taken right now, so I
What-
could drink the
Do you
smaller
wanna-
one.
Yeah, do you want to drink the smaller one and heal 2d6?
I think it's probably a good idea.
And
Yeah, go
then
for it.
Let me give
I'm gonna
you
drink it.
the greater healing potion as well. You are the least armored, and it may come in the most useful for you. So let me give you that one. Make sure I gave you the right one. I did not. Let me switch that out. greater healing potion. There's also surgical instruments in here, which would give you a boon on a healing roll to try and help someone recover from death. I think this is where Chrisanna probably got them, that she has on her the last time she was in here. Does anyone want
for drinking the smaller potion, do you want me to roll the 2d6?
Yep, if you want to roll 2d6, I'll let you do that. There is a book on alchemy that would grant someone a check mark on a healing skill that they could then roll for. You recover 4 hit points. You were down 5, so you're almost back to maximum.
Healing is my best skill, and I'm usually in the back, and I could aid one of our fallen fighters.
Yeah, so if you want to check that white box for healing, then at the end of the adventure, if you survive, you'll have a chance to try and improve that.
Well, my healing box is already checked.
Already checked. You could let someone else use that potentially then.
Phineas, would you take these, please?
Oh, yes, of course, I will be glad to.
And Phineas could check that box. Now, Mikander, you see that over here there is a locked door, and Chrisanna, you see up there, there is... If I can get my window to open.
A tunnel.
Sorry, let me drag this out again. That is You see a mushroom farm. The single passage opens into a cavernous room, its walls and floor covered with green mushrooms that emit a soft, bioluminescent glow. In the middle of the cavern, a lone bucket rests. If you want to give me a bushcraft roll, you can try to identify these mushrooms. Oh, you were eating the mushrooms. Excellent. Yeah.
Well, not those ones. Other ones.
Oh, the other ones. Okay, not the brown one that was cooked in the hag's poop, or growing in the hag's poop that Eodin ate. You know that these are dreamcap mushrooms, and these are used to make a mind-altering draft that induces hallucinations, which you know can be useful to manipulate others.
Ooh. Collect some.
Let me...
Carefully.
Yeah, very carefully collect these. Let me just roll. See if we have a random encounter. Nothing happens. Okay.
Can I check the cauldron? I'm just kind of. Is there a fire going in the cauldron?
There is not a fire going in the cauldron at the moment. Let me see if I've got these mushrooms on here for Chrisanna. I think I do.
You need the cauldron lit.
Or I guess the hag here was halfway through some experiment or torturing of animals here. There's nothing in the cages though, right? If I was to look through those.
No.
Okay.
You know, to the Wolfkin, human eyeballs are a delicacy.
Oh, there is a jar of eyeballs.
I'm gonna try and eat one.
Give me a Constitution roll.
Oh Lord.
They are some good eyeballs.
They are quite delicious.
Good. Is our rogue back to attempt to open this door, or should I bust it down?
1 second.
Can I check for traps around this door?
Yeah, give me a spot hidden roll.
Spot hidden roll.
Uh, 19 or
It
demon?
look-
Which one do you want there?
It looks like I couldn't have rolled worse. So but look, Mikander says to Christian, there are no traps here. You can continue being your bold self.
Yeah, you are convinced that there's nothing at all wrong there.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
100% proceed without caution.
Yeah, I see some really evil things down this corridor.
I hope not. I don't want to go down that way.
Yes.
See?
Oh, nice, with a dragon.
That's why we have a rogue.
We just don't have
I
a
checked
cleric.
the trap first.
You pop the lock easily. You ease open the door, and inside you can see blood. This
Would you
room,
like me to lead the way?
as you step into this cavernous room, the dank, oppressive atmosphere immediately envelops you. This dark chamber, clearly used as a prison, is filled with the remnants of suffering. Cobwebs cling to one corner, while a scattering of bones lie in another. A bucket, repurposed as a toilet, sits nearby, its stench mingling with the damp air. Blood splatters mar the center of the chamber, and a gruesome streak of blood trails across the ground, disappearing into a dark tunnel. Huddled behind a boulder, a young girl in dirty clothing trembles with fear.
Kander will rush towards the little girl and ask if she is okay.
She clutches the boulder with almost inhuman strength. You can see that there are tears streaming down her face and a look of absolute terror in her eyes. Upon seeing you and seeing your axe and your armor, you can see her trembling until a small puddle of urine begins to form beneath her.
I will quack softly and give her comfort. Let her know that there's nothing to fear, that we're here to save her.
Give me a persuasion roll, and I'll give you a boon on that. It's like Careless Whisper, but it's with quacking.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. She looks at you and says, "Can it truly be? Are you here to save me? I am Rena. I am the daughter of Wallum and Igfried. Oh, I don't know how I got here. There was a strange dream, and when I awoke I found myself in this dreadful place. Not but hours ago there were more children here, but that scary old woman took them all away. I hid behind the boulder while an older boy tried to hit the old woman with a rock. She killed him with her bare hands. She dragged him down there," and she points down to the southwest corner where you can see a streak of blood heading down a passageway.
I'm sorry there, little one. We're here to save you. Hopefully they're... Rihanna, that's a beautiful name. Your mother and father, I believe, maybe your grandparents would have sent us for you.
It was my mother and father. My grandparents are dead, but thank you for dredging up old memories.
Do you like stories, Rihanna?
I do. Can you tell me a story with a happy ending?
Of course. Back home in Half Bay, I used to tell stories to my little brothers and sisters to make them feel better, to help them get out of dark places. I will proceed to tell Rihanna a story of back in Half Bay where the courageous young duck saved his brothers and sisters from a ferocious frog.
Give me a performance roll, or you can give me a bluffing roll if you're just making up a story.
I will give a performance here.
Does Baston play the harp while you're doing this performance?
I was about to say it's a
As you
crap roll,
start having
but
a flashback,
maybe I
you hear the
should.
harp sounds, just like in the movies. Do you want to push that roll, McAnder?
Sure, I will push. Thank goodness.
Oh, there we go.
Giving her
says,
comfort is important to me.
For a minute there, I thought you were full of shit, but now I know you speak the truth.
Yes. Can I tell her the way out to get out of here and where to go, or
Yes. Do you hand her your torch?
yes, I will hand her my torch and tell her to the path to return. Let her know that the path is clear, but close her eyes around the blood.
She
Don't go
scampers
swimming.
off into the darkness. You can hear her breathing clearly as she goes down the passageway. You can hear almost a little squeal of excitement that hope has finally won out for her.
It gives me comfort.
Excellent.
I'll take strength and courage from that.
You have rescued Rena. Is there anything else you would like to do?
We face down this hag to prevent any other children from being abducted.
Indeed.
Exactly. Let us vanquish her.
Yes. Let us go. I shall bring up the rear.
Do you follow that streak of blood down to the southwest?
Yes.
Yes, Phineas will
McAnder.
politely bow out of the way so that the fighters can take the lead.
Yes. Come, Quacky.
Oh,
Lead the way.
I will lead the way. I'm not happy that his blood has been dragged down this. Although I don't have a torch anymore, so please someone with light.
Okay, I got the torch.
Okay, thank you. We have come to a door. Would our rogue like to inspect the door? Or would you like me to do it again with no awareness?
Leave it to the professionals. And then I fail.
It looks fine. You don't see any sign of traps or anything on there. Looks completely safe.
No, is it locked?
It is not locked.
Oh. It's all yours. And I step back.
Inside this room, you see something great and terrible. You enter a large cavernous chamber with 3 passageways branching away. Light flickers from numerous burning candles spaced around the chamber. On the ground, atop shelves, and within an eerie summoning circle. The pentagon-shaped circle, painted in red with blood smears in and around it, dominates the room. At each of the 5 points of the shut the door. At each of the 5 points of the pentagon lies a child, ranging from young to teenager, all drained of blood. In the center of the circle stands a demonic creature, resembling a large humanoid bat with clawed hands and feet and blood-red eyes. It seems to draw power from the blood within the circle, its menacing presence filling the chamber.
All right, I'm full of anger.
It sees McAnder and hisses. Ah, I have waited. Come and meet your doom. And this bat-like creature rises up as great billows of black smoke surge all around it. And let me drag us into a combat. Shuffle the initiative deck. Okay, go ahead and you can draw a card.
So the only problem is whenever everyone comments, my screen jumps all over the place when I'm.
Yep, that's why I refrained from a comment.
So how do you? Can you stop that or no?
I can stop that. Yeah, let me find the setting for that. I can stop that real quick.
It zooms in on the character.
It zooms in on the character when I'm trying to look at the room here, and
This is good to know because it doesn't do it for me, so I don't see it. So let me fix this.
I would like to add more comments, but yeah, that's what it does.
Give me just 1 second. Let's see. Pan to token speaker. Let me save it because that was not checked. Let me save it. Try it again. See if it does it.
Yep, it zoomed in on
Yeah, so
her.
it just did it. It just did it.
Yeah, let me uncheck that again.
And it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, it's
It
unchecked.
just means you have to like
do it.
grab and scroll, but yeah.
After
can move on.
Makander beats this hag, he can give her the bill.
Nice. All right, let's go. Begin combat. Varrock, the demon, will go first.
Oh shit!
Bloodthirst.
I want Barack to sit in the undead hand.
The blood demon takes firm hold of an opponent and drinks their blood. The victim takes 1d6 piercing damage. Armor has no effect. Loses 1d6 willpower and becomes dazed. Well, the only one it can see is
Yeah, where
Makander.
is the demon?
Right in front of Makander. So, Makander, do you want to evade this?
I'm already dazed, but yeah,
Because your armor will not protect you against this.
this victim 1d6. But there's no additional effect other than the damage, right? So if I take
You'll
it,
take the damage,
I might take damage.
You'll lose
but I'm already
willpower.
dazed.
And so what should happen is if you already have dazed, you take a different condition.
Oh, okay.
So
then I
this
do
is
want
kind
to
of a
evade.
bad one. Yeah, it's kind of bad.
So I attempt to. How do I evade?
Roll your evade skill.
Skill. Evade. Sorry, guys. Apologize. Slow. Yeah, that didn't go well.
A lot of Banes on there. So with the demon, so you're gonna take the maximum. You're gonna take 6 points of hit points and 6 willpower points and become dazed.
You want to pick the other skill then,
Yeah,
or
1, 2,
other?
3. I'll roll a die and I'll do it in number. Hopefully, it's not exhausted.
We love it when both of our fighters are exhausted.
Yeah, I'm gonna do sickly. I'm gonna have just a little mercy because this may get a little rough. And then let me drop your hit points by 6 and your willpower by 6. Okay, and then it would be Makander's turn, but your turn was evading horribly. Then Baston, your turn. So you can move through an ally, and you could move into the room. You could probably occupy that square there. Actually, I'll move the demon back a little just so people can get into the room.
Okay. I'm gonna move in, and then I'm gonna just do a little bit of preparation.
Okay.
Maybe I can. Okay, I can take up that spot. I'm gonna do a little bit of prep, and I'll use my ability. So I'm gonna mark him as my prey, and then I will spend an additional willpower to get a boon on attacks on against him. That takes up 4 of my willpower and my action.
Perfect. And then Varrock goes again. He has ferocity, so he gets to go twice in each round.
What a dick.
I know, right? Now, Chrisanna and Phineas and that cannot see him, you know that the alchemical room you were just in had a pathway that went to the south, and you think that maybe that would meet up with this room if you want to sneak around the back. That is a possibility here. deafening scream. The blood demon screams at its opponents in a pitch so high it is barely audible. This is really going to hurt Baston, but strong enough to burst their eardrums. The attack affects everyone with a 10-meter cone, which will be Baston.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because he'll only be able to hit one of us.
It'll only be Baston. So it's only Baston. You will take 2d8 damage. Armor will have no effect, and you'll become dazed. Ooh. And you cannot evade or dodge because you used your action.
Ow.
Oh, so you take 10.
I think I have that healing potion.
Yeah. So you'll take 10 and you become dazed. Are you already dazed?
I am not.
Okay, perfect. Alright, Chris Santa, you are up next.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still can't see him, huh?
And if you double move, you can do that, but that would be your whole turn. Yeah, he's just out of sight of you. I can see your line of sight, and you're just missing him.
Well,
Like he is right there, like right next to where you can see.
I'll like kind of come down here, be like, "Oh shit," and then I'm just gonna like back out to just kind of get a little bit of space.
Nice.
And just kind of tuck back there.
Do you like shout at him to try and get his attention and distract him?
Hell no. I'm a rogue. I'm not a fighter.
Aedan, your turn.
Okay, gust of wind, range 10 meters. Do I need to move up?
Is that a cone?
I want to push him back into his room. Well, so it gives you options: range, personal touch, cone, sphere. It's on range.
Oh yeah, so you could have it just affect him.
10. Yeah. Yes, I'm still getting used to the. Do I need to move up if it's a range of 10?
Nope. So that would be 5 squares, and you're 2 squares away from him.
Okay.
3 squares.
A gust of wind, power level 3, targeting the demon. Right?
Yep. In fact, there's a measuring tool. I never remember how to do it, but you can actually like drag and measure.
Oh yeah, I saw that icon on the left.
Oh, excellent.
Okay,
Go ahead and roll damage. And so it pushes him this many meters, and he takes this much damage.
12. Nice.
Well,
So that's going to push
he's
him
out of
all
combat.
all the way back to the wall, like clear back into here. In fact, he can't go that far. He can go to right there. He's going to take 12 damage.
Right? That's it. Aha, now fighters!
Excellent.
Get him!
Now,
Phineas.
as he gets pushed away from Baston, you're going to get a free attack on him if he cannot make an evade roll. So let me give him an evade roll.
Heck yeah.
Oh, he gets a dragon.
Well,
So you can still roll. If you get a... well, actually, no, you can't. Because if you get a dragon, then his evade still beats it. So, never mind. You maybe slash the air as he gets blasted past you.
Gets thrown across the room.
Phineas, your turn.
Well, I will come up here, and I can see him there. I will cast a fireball at tier 3, and perhaps the wind from Eowyn's spell will
Stoke the flames.
stoke the flames and make this
will-
extra powerful fireball.
Yeah, in fact, I'll add a 1d4 to your damage. Because this all kind of happens simultaneously.
Oh, excellent.
Nice. Roll damage,
Show.
then roll a 1d4.
12 points of damage as this fireball gets stoked by the wind and erupts on this demon's chest or wing or somewhere that causes a great deal of damage.
it looks like he has a mullet, so you've lit his mullet on fire.
He's got big lamb chops. The undead hand.
Lamb chops. Mutton chops?
Mutton chops. That's what I was looking for. Not the little sock puppet.
There we go. He just skitters up and kind of hides under that table.
Nice. We go to the next round.
I'm gonna use my other ability to retain the same spot.
Perfect.
Unless, well, actually, I don't know how that works or when it happens.
It would be good to do it now because you got the first spot. So then next round you'll get the first spot again. So
okay, so I have to do it on the turn before.
Yeah,
okay.
on the turn before.
Okay, then heck yeah, I'll do that right now. That just takes up another willpower.
Perfect. And then you can take your turn. You can attack from there. You're in range with your large spear.
I think I can attack from here too. I'm gonna do it from here. So I'm exhausted, but I do get a boon because he's my prey. So I think it just equals out.
Nice.
Hit.
Excellent.
And then smackaroo.
Ooh.
11 damage.
And your long spear is not magical, is that correct?
Yes.
So he only takes half damage from non-magical sources. And he has armor 2, that would be 9, he will take 4. Perfect. And then it is his turn. Let's roll the attack to see what he does.
Want to try and moving back?
Yeah, am I able to move?
Yeah, if you still have movement, you should be able to move.
That was 1, 2,
You move
3.
Yep.
Come on, 3. Oh, okay, that was one corner to the back.
Perfect.
I can actually just move back to where I was. We'll go hide in this corner.
So the demon grabs a victim with its claws and leaps into the air. Unless they dodge, the victim is lifted 1d6 plus 3 meters into the air. On its next turn, the demon lets go instead of another monster attack, and the victim drops to the ground. Falling damage, you take 1d6 points of damage per every meter that you fall. So if it's like let's say it's a 4-meter fall, and that's going to be 4d6 points of damage, and armor has no effect, so falling is really bad.
Ooh.
So he is going to move up, and he is going to pick you up and head into the air. This is kind of a large chamber, so we'll see how high he lifts you. He doesn't drop you yet till his next turn. Oh,
I thought he was going for the undead hand. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. I'll give it.
Yeah.
We'll do 1, 2 Baston, 3, 4 undead hand.
Well,
it's Baston. So he's got you picked up 9 meters, but the chamber's not that high, so it can't be 9 meters. He can lift you 4 meters up into the air. So he's got you 4 meters up into the air, and then on his next turn he will drop you, and his next turn is right now. So now he drops you.
I am going to death.
So you will take, let me roll damage. Now, you can make an acrobatics roll to take half of this. So give me an acrobatics roll.
Although I am dazed, which is a little unfortunate.
Oh.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so 12 damage, but you can cut that in half if you can. What's your acrobatic? Oh. Do you want to push it?
I guess I kind of have to. Even with me taking half, I still go unconscious. I'll be disheartened.
I think I would be too.
As I get dropped out of the air. Oh, wait, okay. I clicked disheartened.
And then click push roll.
It does it automatically.
Yeah.
I checked it off.
Oh, you checked it already? Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that.
There we go.
So you take 6.
So that puts me exactly at my hit point max.
Nice. So you
I don't know if what staggered looks like.
So you hit 0 and you drop. and so you will start making death saving throws. And we'll get to that on your turn and kind of how that works. Now, when you are down, you can be rallied, which someone can rally you with a persuasion roll. So you're laying on the ground dying. Someone like Mechanic can say, "Baston, get up!" And if he succeeds on a persuasion roll, then you get to your feet, and you are still dying, and you'll make a death save at the end of your turn. But you get an action. You can attack. If you take any damage, that counts as a failed death save. But you can't heal yourself, but you could drink a potion if you wanted to. You could also like run away. You can rally yourself. That's a will roll with a bane. But otherwise, you're making those death saves. If you get 3 failures, you are dead. If you get 3 successes, then you stop making death saves. If you roll a demon, I think that counts as 2 successes or 2 failures. If you roll a dragon, that's 2 successes. So we'll get to that on your next turn. But you guys see Baston drop. Makander, your turn.
There's a red potion in my bag that looks mighty fine, like one of the wine barrels we saw upstairs.
Yeah.
And so this is where someone could do a healing roll and use like bandages or surgical instruments to try and make you stop making death saving throws. So what would Makander do?
So real quick question before I dump into this. Is that rallying call, is that my action? That'd be an action.
That is your action, yes, to rally someone.
Okay. I don't know if I can do that. I gotta start getting a hit.
You guys gotta hit this guy.
I will bow to no demon and bargain with no monster, so I will run in here. Mikander will charge forward with his battle axe. And I have to move up as his war cry echoes through the chamber for half bay for the light, and I will swing with my battle axe.
You know, you just probably gave yourself a demon just by saying that. All that awesome flavor text. Oh no! Hey, you hit. Excellent.
I will weekly roll damage for half bay. Take that, you demon.
Nice. And since it is not a magical weapon, he does take half, but he takes some damage, which is comforting. Not much, but he does take some. Actually, he should have taken more than that. What's his armor? Sorry.
It is slashing damage. Just kidding.
Okay, yeah, that didn't give him the right. That should have been 4 damage. Let me give him 3 more points.
Woo-hoo.
And then it is Aeden's turn.
When in doubt, cast Fireball. When in doubt,
Push it.
definitely.
Nice.
Especially for a power level 3. Oh, okay. So you got a dragon. So you can get your willpower back because you just spent 6. So you can get 6 willpower back, or you can do double damage, or you can double the range, or you can immediately cast another spell, but you get a bane on that casting roll.
How damaged does the demon look?
He has. Well, give me a healing roll.
Success.
He has less than 18 hit points.
Let's do double damage. Here we go.
Nice.
18.
Yep.
Fireball.
Boom. Took him out. Now, we are out of the combat tracker. It is Chrysana's turn, but Baston, you need to give me a death saving throw. So on your character sheet, there should be death saves. I think it's under your hit points. and click on the death rolls, and it will roll that for us.
7.
Nice. So that is one
I succeeded.
success. So, Chrisanna, what do you do? Do you do anything for Baston? You have surgical instruments if you want to do a healing roll with a boon.
Your friendly neighborhood dog is dying.
So you're
A
just
7
you're
failed?
kind of poking around. You're not able to get that.
No, you're doing that wrong. Were you raised in a barn? Let me show you. Going to do a healing check.
Okay.
And I will explain what I'm doing. Succeed.
Nice.
You will regain. You'll stop making death saves, and you gain 1d6 hit points. You gain 4 hit points.
Heck yeah.
Oh, you put the leech on first. Okay.
A leech. When Baston wakes up, he's going to immediately eat the leech, and that's the thing that gives him the 4 hit points.
Nice. There are
delicious.
There are copious amounts of blood in this room. I'm going to clear some of the blood up. There we go. But you can see there are the bodies of teens and children around the points of this pentagram. Just a very gruesome display. There are some. There's a passageway to the southeast that you can see.
Is there anything of value on the corpses of these children?
Yeah, give me a spot hidden roll.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink my potion.
Excellent. You will recover 3d6 hit points. If you want to roll that, I'll let you. You find a rusty nail. So it's actually, as you're searching
Why
the
am
children,
I finding that?
one of their... oh, sorry, I was clicked on your character sheet. Aiden, you scratch yourself on a toenail of one of these kids, and his foot is grubby and kind of black with both bruises as well as mud and dirt. Give me an evade roll, otherwise you'll take a little damage from that toenail scratch as it becomes infected. Do you want to push that?
No.
Take 6 points of damage.
Wow.
The most powerful.
It's the
toenail.
only damage I've taken this whole time.
Some dead kid's toenail. Were you like putting it in your mouth? How did you?
Ew.
How do you take
Scratched
that
his
much
eyeball.
damage? Yeah, it got you pretty good. Maybe you picked up his foot to look at it, and his long toenail got you right in the eyeball.
You're gonna clip his toenails.
Oh, that's gonna give you pink eye.
Rosanna, you find a grimoire in here. This is a book. This probably belongs to the hag, most likely. Let's see. It has from the School of Animism, and there are 3 or a rank 3 spell. Actually, there's only going to be 1 rank 3 spell. If one of the wizards wants to give me a languages roll, they can find out what it is.
Phineas, I have 14 in languages. I'm well versed.
Well, by all means, take a look at this.
This isn't a picture book. Here, wizard.
I know this spell.
This spell
What is it?
I think it's this one. It is Thunderbolt. This is a level or a rank 3 spell. You would need to have Lightning Bolt, Lightning Flash, and then you could learn Thunderbolt. This deals 2d10 damage. It then goes to the next person for 2d8, the next one for 2d6, and the next one for 2d4 as it kind of arcs between people that are nearby. In order to learn this spell, you would have to have access to the other spells, which I don't think either of you do, but this would be of great value. You could sell this grimoire for quite a bit of money. Probably like...
I do have a scroll of lightning bolt, so I could learn the lightning bolt spell, or one of us could.
Yep. And then from there you can slowly progress your way up to learning this spell. And let me make a scroll for that real quick while I've got it.
Keep it.
Open here.
Let's hang on to it, Phineas.
Yes. This should serve you well, Leohan. I'm sure it would be a boon having you know how to cast a lightning bolt and such.
All right, enough of the circle jerk. Let's keep going.
Well, I don't know. I'm about to add something to it. So y'all are circle jerking around this book here. I'm gonna sniff it. Does it smell like the hag?
Ooh. Give me a spot hidden roll with a boon.
Spot hidden. Alright, I'm not angry. No. Well, I really want this to win, so I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
I'm now sickly because I sniffed the hag. There we go.
Nice. It does. It smells like her. This is her lair, her domain. You are certain that, in fact, she is nearby. The smell seems to be more powerful from that tunnel down to the south.
Alright, I'm going to make her my prey. That's another 4 willpower, but
Nice.
it will be useful.
Let me give this spell real quick, or scroll to Theoden.
I'm out of willpower points. I must needs rest
So
if there's more combat.
Have you done a round rest yet? I don't think you have.
No, just this threat.
So you can do a round rest, which just recovers willpower points. That's the one that looks like a big cross, like the
Yep,
first one.
got it.
Nice.
Yes.
And you recover 5 willpower. But anyone else needs to do that and has not done it yet, or if anyone has not done their stretch rest yet, you can do that now. Okay, and then if you're ready, you can head down that tunnel.
I am wary of any traps that might be in place as I am heading down a tunnel and can't see very well.
Yeah, you gave your torch away.
Yeah. Am I heading this way? Which way are
Which
we
way
heading?
does the hag smell from?
The smell is coming
You're the
from
one
west, the way that
got the
McCandra
spell.
went.
Alright, it's this way.
Here. Aston, thank you.
You see a door that appears to be locked.
Rogue, there seems to be a door here. Would you like me to inspect
Oh, sure. Now you need me.
it? You're the one shoving me in the front here.
Any trap. Okay, hold your
no.
horse.
You find no traps. This door is quite ornate, very fine. In fact, you know,
Guys, this door is
someone went
very ornate.
very ornate. Not just ornate, but very ornate. Do you pop that
Maybe
lock?
we can bring this back with us.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to need some extra coin. I can't quite get it open. It's going to require an extra 10 gold pieces.
So everyone pass the hat.
How much gold did you get already? Like 60?
The door opens easily, and you find yourself in a small cavernous chamber that looks like a living quarters. A large red rug occupies the middle of the room. The chamber is illuminated by a burning brazier, casting flickering shadows on the wall. Let me post a picture. It could be a brazier or brazier, however you want to call it.
Grandma!
You see, to the south, a desk rests with a chair and various bits and bobs scattered atop it. A large bed lies to the north of the chamber, accompanied by a massive mirror and a long wardrobe. Sitting at the desk, an old, decrepit woman turns to face you. Her long, stringy hair hangs down, her mouth revealing hardly any teeth. Her eyes, filled with cataracts, turn to gaze upon you. "Intruders! In my tunnels! Surely you have not come here to parley. I am but an old alchemist. About my studies, you would be wise not to intrude."
Okay, bye.
For the children!
Charge in.
Yep.
As
I'm
you...
probably gonna die, but you know.
The hag lets out a hideous laugh. As she does, a horrifying transformation begins to take place. Her bones crack and stretch with sickening snaps, limbs elongating grotesquely as her fingers twist and contort into sharp, talon-like claws. The gurgling sounds of her shifting insides echo in the chamber, mingling with her raspy, agonized breaths. Her skin darkens to a chilling blue hue, taking on a mottled, leathery texture as patches of hair fall away to reveal grotesque warts and boils. Her spine arches unnaturally, forcing her into a hunched posture, and her eyes, no longer filled with cataracts, stare at you intently. Horns sprout from her head, curling menacingly as she lets out a guttural, otherworldly roar. And let me put a token for her down. One second.
I think this is where we close the door.
Alright, let me just get everyone into initiative here. Shuffle the deck. You guys can go ahead and draw your card. Oh, she's going towards the end of the turn, which is good.
Oh, shoot. Oh, she looked different.
Let's get some combat music. Makander, you are up first.
Does anyone want to change it to undead hag like Baston or somebody to go second? Or anybody in the room? Feel free to change with the undead hand.
So undead hand will go second. So when that's up, if someone wants to go ahead of it, we can swap. But Makander, you are up first.
Right. So, I guess with a moment's hesitation because of this old hag's look, I think Makander's instincts is finally going to take over here. I guess I'm proceeding here. No more words, witch, and I will attack.
Maybe it's a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, let's negotiate here.
Ooh.
We just want to understand what's happening.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Maybe if we can cut the margins of the children's deaths down a little bit, you can stick around.
She takes half of that because it is a non-magical weapon, and her magical armor blocks some of that. The undead hand, does someone want to swap with the hand?
I'll definitely take it,
Okay.
if you're going to hand it.
Does that actually swap our initiatives?
It does.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and use my initiative, my veteran ability,
Perfect.
to keep 4 for next round.
Much better than 9. Let me lock that in for you. Alright, your turn, Baston.
And I'm just gonna kind of go up here and try and flank her.
Okay, perfect.
And then spear.
Oh, good.
Nice. Roll damage.
Oh. 17.
Nice. 15. She will take 7. Take 5. So she takes half because it's non-magical, and then she's got a little armor in there as well. The Dread Hag. What does the hag do? Let's roll on the hag's random attack table. Entangling vines. 2 victims within 10 meters, it's going to be Makander and Baston, are ensnared by vines that grow from the ground and are unable to move. Breaking free requires an evade roll. Each attempt counts as an action in combat. Only 1 attempt is allowed per round, but others can help. You probably don't even need to move if you're just going to swing at her, so it's probably not too horrible. Chrisanna.
I'll take that.
Yeah, could have been far worse. Chrisanna and then
Oh,
Phineas.
my turn. Holy schmoly. Okay. Do we do this?
Yeah, your
I guess
dagger
we
is a
will go.
magical item, so she will not take half damage from your dagger.
Yeah, but I'll take full damage from her dumbass.
Right?
Alright, this is when it counts. So
So don't forget to add
did I get
1d8.
2 boons or just 1?
Just 1. And don't forget to add your 1d8 damage on there. Yeah, take the 13 for sure. Nice.
16 damage.
She will take the full amount minus her armor.
Heck yeah.
Nice. She felt that one. Phineas.
Cut her hand
Yeah.
off.
Well, I will dust off this scroll of Mental Strike and cast it. I believe it does 2d6 damage and pushes her backwards the same amount.
Okay. So I don't think you even need to make a roll. I think it just happens. So if you want to roll the damage, then your spell will be used up. Nice. And I don't think armor has any effect on that. And she gets pushed back. Can she go? She can go there, which will provoke an attack from Makander and Baston. So let me have her make an evade roll.
And Chris.
Oh, and Chrisanna. Yep, correct. She succeeds, but if you guys get a dragon, then it'll take effect. So go ahead and you can roll a free attack, but you need a dragon.
No boons or anything like that.
No
just
boons.
regular.
Yep.
Oh, close.
Dang.
Well, I got a
Nope.
4. It was close.
It was close. The Dread Hag. She snarls and looks at the spellcasters. But she doesn't do her one I thought she would do. She does Poisonous Breath. She breathes out a cloud of poisonous gas all within 6 meters, which is Chrisanna, Makander, and Baston. Suffer 2d6 damage. Armor has no effect, and roll against con. Can any of you evade that? No. None of you can evade it. So you are all going to take this amount. Armor has no effect.
Oof.
9 damage. To Baston, Chrysana, and Makander. And the
I'm at
undead
4
hand.
hit points.
Oh, that's going
Is
to
that-
wipe out the undead hand. Yeah, and the undead hand. Skadoosh. And then, if you guys need to also make a con roll, please. Makander, Baston, and Chrysana. Con
Mine
roll.
succeeded.
The undead hand doesn't have a mouth. How is it getting affected?
Good point.
Well, that was cool. Did you see that? You guys roll. He rolled. Oh, it failed. I thought it created another one. Never mind. My bad.
So, Makander, if you are not already sickly, you will become sickly. If you are, then you will take another condition. Yeah. So, Makander will take another condition. And Chrysana, give me a constitution roll.
I already did.
You succeeded. Yep, you did.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, Aoden, your turn.
Aiden, when in doubt, cast
Fireball.
Fireball.
So then Makander does not become sickly.
Let's see, where's my roll? Clicked on it. Does it not for the roll? Okay, I can do it again.
Might not have enough willpower.
Not enough willpower.
You have 5,
Oh,
so you can do it
got
at
it.
rank 2.
Rank 2, okay.
Or at
I have a
level 2.
question.
Yeah.
Can she fit down that hallway?
She cannot fit down that hallway in this form. Go ahead and roll damage. There's a choke point about where Aoden and Phineas are that she could not fit down. She will take.
So 8 fire damage.
She takes the full damage, and you see a few papers on her desk go up in flames.
There went your scroll, that lightning you needed.
Okay, I'm gonna move back so Phineas can move up. That's me.
All right, Phineas, you are up.
Well,
Do you want to swap
I
with
will,
like Baston or anyone? That is.
I'm
or
just going
Makander?
to cast Fireball,
Okay.
but if anyone wants to switch, we can, if they'd like.
Can I? Because maybe I can get out of there before she kills me.
That's what I'm thinking, because she attacks next. So, Chrysana is probably the most fragile.
Yeah, I'll switch with Chrysana.
Or just leave me to
I
die.
have 4 health.
Let me swap out. Swap with Chrysana. You could swap with the hag and let the hag go first.
Oh, well, don't do that.
Chrysana, you are up.
Thank you. 1, 2.
Who's restrained?
Baston and Makander are restrained from
Oh.
the entangling vines.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. She was pushed one away.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
3, 4, 5. Can I shoot my crossbow and then finish my move?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, you have line of sight.
It's on a 19 and then went to a 9.
Do you want to push that?
No.
The hag. Claw attack. She slashes a nearby creature with its sharp claws. The attack inflicts 2d8 slashing and can be parried. It's going to be Makander. You can parry this, you can evade it, or you can take the hit. To evade, you use your evade skill. To parry, you use your axe skill. Or you can let her hit you, and then you'll get your action.
Did I succeed?
You succeeded with your axe. So you parried. So she will deal her damage. If it's more than 9, your axe gets broken. It can be fixed with a crafting roll. Nope, you're just fine. So you parry that attack. You take no damage, but that is your action for the round. Baston. you are up. You cannot reach her
I
with your spear from here.
think I'm just going to throw my short spear then.
There you go.
Does that have a duration or entangle?
You just have to make a strength roll to break free, but that would count as your action.
Okay. I'll just keep throwing things until she dies.
That works. You've got like a dresser
nice.
right next to you.
Hey!
Oh, sweet. So you can double that weapon damage, or you can block her 2 points of armor. Doubling
Yeah, I
is
think
probably
the magical damage is the hard part. 13.
13, so it'll go to 11. She will take... I forget this game is round up. She'll take 6.
Oh, you rounded down on one before.
I did, so... in fact, I rounded down on 2 of them, so I need to give her 2 more hit points of damage. Yeah, D&D you round down. This one you round up.
Oh, that's nice.
Your turn, Phineas. You can barely see her from
Oh,
here.
I will. I will cast Fireball.
Oh, she had 10 hit points. How do you take out the Dread Hag?
Yeah, so I step away from my corner in the wall and chant the words to my spell, and it launches a fireball, a very potent one this time, that I imagine it explodes in her face, and molten hag flesh melts off onto the floor, and she collapses.
And as she dies, the entangling vines wither away, dried up, and crumble, and Baston and Makander are able to free themselves.
Huzzah!
Huzzah, indeed. This room...
I know where I'm getting
Reign
a
of-
severed hand.
right?
Your reign of terror ended now with.
You cut off, and she reverts back to the old woman.
Yeah,
In this
getting her
room,
hand.
there's a few things that you can find in here. That scroll burned up. There are 2 candles. There's a jug of wine.
What scroll would it have been?
Dominate, level 3 mentalism spell. There's 2 candles. There's a jug of wine. There is a set of rusty keys in a desk drawer. In the wardrobe, there is a blue dress. There's also a fine male suit. There are 2 pairs of female boots, a pair of male boots, and a beautiful red cloak. There's also 3 sets of simple clothing for children.
Sick freak.
Yeah, this pedophile's end.
With the
Coming
dress
to an
fit
end
me?
here.
Some of the children's simple clothing would fit you. You could take that dress and have it tailored to fit a halfling.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
I'm
Oh,
buying
yeah.
that dress.
Yeah, yeah.
tailored.
Let's do it. Let me drag that onto your sheet here. 1 second.
Well done.
Do you cut her hand off and make a new hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great idea.
Let me...
Alongside mutilating her in the Bloodjaw tribe, we believe after killing a powerful foe, it is best to eat their heart. So I'm going to rip out her heart and eat it.
Ooh.
What,
is
you're not
probably
even
bad
going
for
to
me.
share?
Do you want some?
No, now it's too late. You got your, you slobbered on it. Gross.
Damn.
Chrisanna, give me a spot hidden roll as well, if you would, please. Oh, I need to...
Oh, is she going to come back alive? And there's just
I sure hope not. I just ate her heart.
sick and roll.
You can feel there's something under the rug as you walked over it to go and inspect that dress. As you peel the
Carefully
rug back,
check.
as you check it, give me a sleight of hand as you are carefully checking.
Sleight of hand.
Rusty nail gets you and
Yeah.
kills you.
Criminy. Oh,
That rusty nail's done more damage than.
that would have been without advantage, but the 15 would have still succeeded.
You don't see any sort of traps, but it is definitely the shape of a key under there that you can feel under the rug.
Aha!
You extract this
I'll take
key.
it.
This is a fine
Yeah.
brass key. This is not any run-of-the-mill bronze or cheaper key. This unlocks something worth locking and guarding.
Just I pocket it without anyone else seeing it.
Give me a sneaking roll to do that. They can see you kind of working on the rug, but if you can make your sneaking roll.
Sneaking roll?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is a very fine rug. Maybe we should take this.
Yeah, you pull a dust bunny out and just kind of set it on top of the rug as you pocket that key. Excellent. Well, I think there is one room you have not explored.
Does the hag have anything on her?
No, nothing on her. Just old, ratty garments. Maybe a pocket full of like Werther's Originals or something. Just definitely kind of
Oh, hell yeah.
creepy stuff.
I will
That old
extract a
butterscotch
tooth
candy.
or
Uh-huh.
a couple
Hey,
things from
you
her.
want a pop?
Sorry, what, Parker? A tooth?
A tooth?
Yeah, I'm
Sweet.
gonna.
So she only had
I'm
a
gonna-
few left, but you managed to wrench one out of her jaw, and it snaps off, leaving a little crack on the tooth, and you can see it's just filled with decay.
As proof to bring back to the parents of the children
They will definitely
that her reign of terror
appreciate that.
is ended.
Chrisanna, you find a door. Of course there's a door. Let's see what
Huh.
this door is.
That's weird.
Yeah, who would have thunk it? This door...
Well, guys, looks like it's a dead end.
Yeah, nothing to see here. The door to this chamber is heavily reinforced with iron. At its center is a large lock crafted in the shape of a gaping mouth with vampiric teeth.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that thing. Guess we were done.
Maybe I could
Is
just
there any
bash
way
it
you
down.
can move me into the room?
Maybe it's the
I'm just
treasure
kidding.
room.
I found the key, and then I pull out the key and I will unlock the door.
Thanks, rogue.
The vampiric mouth shudders over your hand as though had you tried to pick this lock, it may have taken your hand off at the wrist, but because you have the key, you are able to open the door.
Ah, there's good rogues and there's how does it go? There's
I've never heard
good
of this
rogues
before.
and there's one-handed rogue. But there's not good one-handed.
That is probably very true. As you step into the small chamber used as a treasury, to the north you see a large wine rack stretching across the wall, holding an array of bottles, although one lies shattered on the ground, its dark contents staining the stone. On the east wall, a sturdy shelf is laden with books, their spines worn with age. A large red potion, its liquid glimmering, stands out among them. Against the west and south walls rest two large chests. Positioned between them is a suit of armor, complete with a horned helm, a sword at its side, and a shield. You see several different bottles of wine here. There's an unlabeled red, worth about 1 gold. There's Stag's Blood, a fine vintage, worth about 4. The Enchanted Grape, a white wine, worth 6 gold. And Crimson Nectar, a red wine, worth 12 gold per bottle. There is a grimoire of spells in here. This is Agasil, the Hag's spellbook. There's also a book on undead with no label, and doing so would let you check your reading this would let you check your myths and legends roll, but you would need to succeed on a languages roll in order to read it. There's also a book on demon lore that would do the same, depending on if you want to do this through the undead or through demonology. There is the red potion looks to be a supreme healing potion that heals 4d6 points of damage.
Oh shit! I don't need one that strong.
I think.
Can Can you dilute a potion and put it into 2 separate bottles and do half?
I would say with this supreme potion, you could make it two like lesser potions, like two that do 2d6. I think that's doable. So if you need to chug one now, although there aren't any more dangers. Where this is
Yeah,
the end of the
I would
adventure.
want to save them both.
But there's a chest to the south, and you can see from here that it is indeed locked.
Uh-oh.
Strata might be
We
a mimic.
always check for traps.
You don't see any, to your knowledge.
Very well.
You pop it open. There was indeed a trap, but you were able to disable it. It was a poison needle, and this is child's play. You could have done this with your eyes closed. You find a bag of 20 small gems worth 5 gold each. There's a silver amulet worth 25 gold, a sorcerer's signet, a magical silver ring with a blue gem encased by little claws. Aedan, give me a myths and legends roll.
Yes, I got it.
So a signet and a ring?
This ring has a little blue gem. It's called the Sorcerer's Signet. You've heard of this, Aedan, but you're not familiar with what it can do. And you strain your mind and you recall, yes, while wearing this ring you get +1 willpower points, and once per shift when you cast a spell you can roll with a boon when rolling at your spell school.
Well, Phineas and I will have to figure out how to divvy up all of this wizard's treasure.
Well, if one of us wants to take the spell book and the other the ring.
There's also the book of the dead.
There's a stand with armor. The armor is plate armor. It's beautifully crafted. It has a crest that depicts a majestic lion rearing on its hind legs upon the chest plate. There is also a master-crafted large shield, a large round shield painted white and red. Master-crafted meaning it's more durable than a regular shield, and does not require as much strength to wield it, and is also worth 10 times as much. There's a horned helmet. This counts as an open helmet, but it has horns. And there's also a long sword that seems to be finely crafted. The hilt is bound in black leather, and the pommel features an onyx gemstone. The crossguard is shaped like a pair of lion heads. Who wants some loot?
McCander, since entering the room, has been drooling over that plate armor and the stand.
Let me
itself.
Let me put these on you. So I'll give you the plate armor. Do you want the sword? It kind of matches the armor.
Yes.
So I'm going to equip the ornate plate armor for you, which gives you a boost right there. Let me find the sword. There's the large shield that kind of goes with it. And the sword is the Lion's Claw. This is an enchanted sword. This would have been helpful when fighting things that can only be hit by magical weapons. So this has enchant spell on it, so when you roll a 1 or a 2, that's like rolling a dragon. And so you're 5% more likely to get a dragon on that. Oh, and you need the open helm. Let me find the horned helm. So now the duck has a horned helm as well. For Baston, there is where'd it go? Oh, I had it in here somewhere. There is the shield, and we get you potion.
Neat.
Let's do for
You can do an attack with your shield. Is that
Yep, you can
right?
bash with your shield. So, like if you drop your sword, you can still use your shield to bash with.
Gotcha.
Let's give Chrisana a potion of agility. It's in here. Of the wizards, who wants the ring and who wants the spell book?
Phineas
I
will let Eodhan take his first pick.
I sent Sterling some texts just because I didn't want to interrupt. I don't know if this is still Sterling's number. So Aodun focuses primarily on
receive
fire.
anything.
Just says delivered, just barely. See if you got it. Anyway, we're here now.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to take the scroll of lightning bolt and thunderbolt, I'll take the. Brandon, you said there was a book of the dead that if you read it, you mark off a skill.
Yeah, you can check the myths and legends box for an improvement.
And then at the end, you can use one of those checkbox to memorize a scroll.
So we'll get to that in just a second. So at the end, so everyone
right, but
should
is that
have
how that works?
Yeah, so everyone should you'll use an advancement mark at the very end, which is coming up right now. Everyone will get 5 additional advancement points. You can put them in any skill you want, and so you would put this in like your spellcasting skill, your elementalism, and then you would, rather than trying to improve elementalism, you would make a languages roll, and if you pass, then you learn that spell.
Okay, but we'll get 5.
Yep, everyone gets an additional 5, in addition to whatever you've gotten from rolling dragons and demons.
Okay.
So you wanted to give Phineas the scroll of lightning bolt.
Yeah, if he wants the scroll of lightning bolt and the scroll of thunderbolt, then we just need one more scroll to learn all those.
Yep. Let me put those on his sheet.
Oh, well, I don't mind if Eodhan wants to take both the Demonology book and the Book of the Dead. Phineas can take the ring, and Eodhan can keep the scrolls if he'd like. I don't think they're in my School of Magic.
The Grimoire of Agasil, the spells that it has, it's got quite a few. It has Sense Magic, Dispel, which is good. That one lets you like get rid of magical effects, like how Phineas vomits a frog anytime he lies.
Damn it.
Fire Blast, Shatter, Elementalism. Phineas, are you Elementalism? I think you both are.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So let's go ahead and do our improvement rolls, if you guys want to do that now. So if you open up your character sheet, you will have, if you go to your skills, you'll see that you've got the little white boxes. Some of those will already be checked because those are things that you've rolled dragons or demons on, and then the others will not be. So everyone can choose 5 additional ones that are not checked, and you can click on it to check those boxes. And then you will click on that box again, or on the little up arrow, and it will make a roll. And if you fail your roll, if you roll above your score will go up by 1. If you roll below, like succeed on the roll, then you didn't learn anything. So the lower your skill, the better your chance of improving that. And this is how you level up. There's no levels, you just get better at the things that you do. And so if you ever get a skill up to 18, you get a new heroic ability. Now, if one of the wizards wants to try to learn a spell, they can, rather than doing their elementalism one, you will make a languages roll. And if you succeed on the languages roll, then you will learn that new spell.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do right now.
Perfect.
Because I want to learn Fire Blast off my scroll.
Excellent.
Then if I do languages.
Yep. So if you'll give me a languages roll.
Got it. Succeed.
So now you learn Fire Blast. So then I am going to take the check mark off of, because it will be for your elementalism, so I will take that one off of there, and then I will add Fire Blast to your character. Let me get on there.
Did Aodhan want to take the ring as well?
Only if you're going to take the scrolls of Lightning Bolt and Thunderbolt. If I'm going to keep those scrolls, you can have the ring.
It's up to you. Keep the scrolls if you want. I don't know if I can use them. They're not in my magical school.
Then why don't you take the ring?
Okay, let me give you the ring.
Okay.
Were you going to try to learn a skill, Phineas? Or
yeah, I wanted to also try and learn. Yeah, Fire Blast was in the grimoire that I got, so I'd like to try and learn that.
Languages roll. Well, okay.
So can I use that little prism as a boon on this language roll?
You can. This is just one per shift. Let me know if you get it. There's a lot of dice on the screen.
That's automatically. I'm failing most of mine.
Did I go through all mine as well?
Yes.
I know there's a bunch of dice on the screen.
Yeah, and did you add 5 more check marks?
I did.
Perfect. Yeah, then just click on the up arrow, left click it, and it should roll that for you.
It looks like my languages did succeed. It's up a few rolls.
Okay. I'll give you Fire Blast.
And I need to remove the scroll of Fire Blast. Right? Does that use it?
Yep, that will use it up.
Okay, I deleted it. I'm gonna try to learn Lightning Bolt.
Well, you can only technically you can
only do one.
Yeah, you can only do one.
Okay, no, that's fine.
But then the next time when you do an advancement, you could try to learn a second one.
Yeah, that's fine.
There, so Phineas has Fire Blast. There is going to be some treasure here. It's going to be about 500 gold. 250 gold per person. No,
Sheesh.
That's not right. 150 gold. I had the math down here, and I can't do division.
150 per person.
150 gold per person. If you sell off all the stuff that you found.
Okay, I added that.
Excellent.
I say we split open a bottle of wine.
Yep, pop open whatever the fanciest
While we're doing all
one
this.
was, which was
Yep, we deserve it.
the Crown Reserve.
We have enough
I
gold.
think. Watch it be the one that was poisoned.
I'll play my harp real quick.
Make the duck try it first.
No, I'll start singing my war cry.
If the duck dies, it's basically like marinade.
I'll sing along with.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah, well
job,
done.
guys.
Everyone
indeed.
survived.
Everyone survived. So
Heck
this is a pretty rough one. Usually the foes are not this numerous and this deadly, but you guys did quite well. There was good teamwork and some really fortunate rolls on all accounts. Hopefully you had fun playing Dragonbane. It's a really fun system. It's pretty easy to get a grip of how it works. Tons of fun. I've actually got a ton of Dragonbane adventures that I run online, and you guys are welcome to play in them anytime.
We can use the same characters?
Yep, I will save your characters, so if you want to bring these characters through, they will have the loot that you just obtained. I record the sessions. I have a video of this. I will post the video to YouTube. I'll start it uploading here in just a few minutes, and then I'll post a link in the Discord. If you guys want to go back and watch the video, you're more than welcome to.